How is it going,
bro?
boys?
It's one of those podcasts.
Dramatic turn.
How you doing, boys?
All right, let's just do the intro.
Get
Alex,
Microsoft Sam.
it's all yours.
Glorious
Get Microsoft Sam to
leader.
intro it.
Arr.
Glorious leader.
You always remember it, at least. Even I forget it. And I wrote the intro.
What intro? I make it every time.
There is no such thing as the
But we
intro.
have like hello, welcome to the JunkCast, and blah blah blah, and this was blah blah blah, and blah blah blah.
And blah, blah,
I'm his
blah.
friend Jesus.
Oh yeah, I just normally semi rip off the co-optional podcast.
Yeah. No, I think pretty much
Basically.
every podcast does that. Does that. But yeah, that's
They do that.
They do that. But I'm pretty sure like any podcast that's sensible would use that type of intro.
Yeah.
You know, like, hello, I'm this person, and these are people. The end. That's the end of the podcast, folks.
I'm a person. These are also people. People exist. Goodbye.
Let's begin the podcast, because
Yeah. Colors, are you recording? Because you record
Yes,
a person.
I am recording.
You're the
Oh,
recording
wait, no! Halfway through. Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Oh no, Beat joins halfway through the conversation.
No.
You guys gonna hate me right now? Yes, we are, fellas. Yes, we are.
Or Cam reappears.
I know,
Like halfway through the podcast.
he's disappeared.
You know, I'm
Anyway.
sick of his tomfoolery. He's out.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah, because he
eh?
like, on his channel, he posted that update. He's like, yeah, me and ClusterJunk are gonna do some stuff. And he hasn't even said hello.
He's a Kevin.
I was about to say, he's doing a Kevin. Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say in his comments, I'm an awesome person, because he wrote that we were all awesome, and I was like, oh, an awesome person. And then I was like, no, it seems douchey.
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Roll.
Yeah, no, I thought the production quality was mint.
Are we
Anyway.
record?
Yeah. Yes.
Can I talk? Like the past,
You
like,
man
5 minutes.
us.
Screw you.
No.
Are we,
What
like,
is it?
recording out- Fuck you.
There's
I-
delay on my side.
Oh my god. Are we recording our own audio for this time, or are we gonna do it regularly?
Want to, question mark.
I was recording it this time, so
Yeah.
you know.
I know, but like if you want like better quality.
Colours
Screw
always gets
quality.
okay quality, I guess.
Okay.
I think.
Colours, do you normally get good quality? I don't really watch the podcast because I'm in it.
Yeah. I guess. It's not ear raping, so that's
If
good.
everybody wants the best
not
quality, we should
rape.
all be going to the closets and just recording in there.
Yeah, true, but yeah, we're
Why?
not doing that.
Because,
Dutch.
are you kidding? Like,
The closet.
yeah.
I
Because
would
all your
love
clothes
to
are in
do
there, so it
that.
dampens the sound, so it sounds a lot better. That's where I go to
I'll just-
record my stuff. Looks
Yeah.
weird, and it looks.
There's no room in my closet.
Just
though.
go to
Yeah,
record.
same.
Yeah, that's what lots of people do.
Really?
I
It's
would.
like it's like a
thought that
common
was
thing.
I thought that was a joke.
No,
No,
it's
I know, 'cause,
it's a joke, but people do it. I
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah.
It
it's
sounds
'cause
heaps better.
it's
There's no like echo.
it's good for
Shit.
people who
Shit.
it's good for people who don't have room for sound booths or, you know, money to build a sound booth, because those things are expensive. Even if you do it all by yourself, it's still really expensive.
Or if people have like
Well,
really
the
high
shit's on their
high
head.
roofs, like I have a
Yeah.
high roof here, like it's probably like maybe 3 meters up,
3 meters.
about that.
Wow.
Means.
So yeah, it's
Wow.
really echoey in here. So if I go into the closet, there's like heaps of clothes and stuff. It really dampens the noise, and I put towels over the doors and that, so
Oh.
it sounds
Yeah.
mint. And then you don't have to do anything like in Audacity really, because everything sounds like dead right.
What a professional.
So good.
Problem is though, is if you do live commentary, that's a bit hard because you can't take your desktop into the
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can
cupboard
take
with
your mic.
Yeah, but
don't have to play
that still
games.
doesn't help colours if you do live commentary. I can't see a
Oh,
fucking thing that I'm
yeah.
doing.
On the
Yeah, well, I
Let's
mean,
Play, but like for a
I guess it
podcast,
doesn't
you
work
could
for you
totally do that.
guys.
Yeah.
Even like podcasting would probably be pretty stupid.
Why?
Mm,
And that's
I
like,
don't know.
oh, I'm in my closet right
uncomfortable.
now. Get wrecked. Yeah, for 3 hours. My gosh.
And then if you start incorporating webcams, all of a sudden you got like
Black.
you're just like scooched up in like a closet. You're just like, what up, guys?
You're doing face cam.
Someone opens it to get some clothes. What the fuck are you doing in it? Podcast. Get out.
Get out,
Honey, what are you doing? I'm worried.
Are you doing porn again?
I'm concerned.
Are we going to
about...
ever get this podcast started?
Wait,
Let's
quickly.
begin. Let's begin.
Cameron made art in that, and then he died.
Let's begin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Anyway.
We can talk about Cameron later.
Yeah.
And then he bought Borderlands 2
Begin.
to do that Let's
Begin.
Play,
About a year
Begin.
ago.
and he
Begin.
and he disappeared.
Begin.
Okay.
Begin.
Begin.
We'll talk
Begin.
about his face later.
Begin.
Begin. Begin podcast.
Alex.
Yeah, we've been infested by ghosts this week.
Alex, do the intro. God damn it.
I'm trying! Got fucking Apple making ghost noises.
That wasn't me. That was Tom.
There's both of you. I saw. I'm watching Skype.
Damn it.
Hey, I wasn't doing shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's a ghost inside your house, of course.
I really wish I could mute you all, and then the
And do the podcast by yourself.
It's
I
free
could
at this
mute you all
section.
and do the fucking intro, but the thing is, it's on Colours' recording, so I don't know if people would be speaking midway through it.
Just do it.
Go.
Anyway.
Do it.
Ready?
Yep, go.
Yeah.
What number is this week?
Oh!
Because last
It
time
doesn't matter.
I introduced it as about 3 weeks late. So I said, yeah, welcome to episode like 8 or something, and Colour's like, yeah, we're on number 17. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, you did that, and you said like 10, and I was like, are you serious? That was like 3 months ago.
18. Cool, we're on 18.
19 this time.
19.
This one's 19.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
we've done
we just
19.
did 18.
Yeah, we
Fuck
just
you.
did 18. Get wrecked!
Son.
Anyway. Right. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ClusterJunk podcast. Today, as always, we are joined by 1000 Colours. The
Hurrah.
Freely Gaming is back. He's stopped doing uni stuff. And
Hello.
Apple Juice. Or
What's
Apple
up?
Caesar.
Apple
Apple
Julius,
Julius.
actually.
Yeah.
And
Apple Julius.
we're welcoming him. Well, we're welcoming him as a full member now.
Yeah.
So clap, 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 clap.
I don't
I
have
didn't
that
know that was
guest thing.
happening.
Yeah.
It's like ruined the audio just with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just like everyone's just like, ow, ow.
There we go.
Well,
We're
Yeah.
just like a-
Because unfortunately, I think we're going to have to say goodbye to Cameron, seeing as he's just disappeared off the face of the planet.
Cameron, he hasn't even
If
said
If you're
hello
watching
to
this,
us.
fuck you, Cam. We never liked you anyway.
Ripping pepperoni.
Yeah, because like the last time he's like, yeah, I'm at a mate's house, I can't do anything. So it's, and you knew the podcast is on, Cameron, but we're like, okay, you know,
You
whatever.
know.
It's fair enough. And then we haven't heard from him since, and that was like a month ago.
Maybe
He's
Or
trying to
two.
become a pro at CS:GO.
And nobody saw
That was
him.
like
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Wait, he's got where he lives on his Steam page.
What?
Wow.
You're not going to go to his house.
Where he
No, but-
lives.
Turn
Yeah,
up
no,
his
but
door.
I'm like being
Fuck
up
you.
there, and I was like, oh, like I drove past there, and I was like, what the fuck is he? Like, I like got there, and I just like turned around. I was like, fuck this, because I was just trying to get up hours for Els. But yeah,
I kind
Actually-
of just want to go there and then try and find him, like knock on every single door and be like, "Have you seen this guy? He's been missing for so long," and then see if we
big
can actually
place.
find him. What?
I think it's a pretty big place.
Yeah, it is pretty big, but
Road trip.
just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's
Oh
impossible.
no, fuck that! It's massive.
Then it turns out things
Road
like
trip.
escaped, living in like the forests.
Yeah,
like, tribe
and
people.
he lives in, like in the desert or something.
Oh wait, maybe I haven't been here.
Are you looking
Whoa.
up where he lives now?
Yeah, wait, no, I was way off. I think. Oh wait, no, maybe I wasn't.
I
No,
don't
I
know
went.
if
I
I
went.
stalked him
I
or
went
not.
the other way. Never mind. But I have heard of this place.
Oh.
He's quite a fair while away, but he's on the way past, around where Colors lives. I think.
Wait, what? He lives.
Well, you live in the east of Melbourne, right? I know that, so
Yeah.
it's around there somewhere.
Oh, because I
And
was like,
east
you're like
of
near
east.
her. And I'm like, he lives like a few hours away. That's
Your neighbor.
ages. He lives in Asia.
Asia.
We're going to Asia.
Wait, do I even have him on Steam
Road
anymore?
trip.
Yeah, road trip. We'll go to Colors, pick up Colors. We'll go and look for Cameron, and then we'll go and get Apple Julius from New South Wales, and then
Yeah.
all the way to Adelaide to get Beatnik.
Yeah.
Stay at Beatnik's house and
And-
drink his beer for a weekend.
And then we'll drive over the ocean and pick up Alex.
With our
Don't worry,
Scooby Doo.
I've got a hovercraft building. I'll be there soon.
No, just use the Scooby Doo mobile. That can go water, right? Because it's mysterious.
Trip.
Yeah, because everyone in the UK owns one of those. Just a very common sight.
Yeah, exactly.
The UK does have
Amphibious
really small
cars.
roads. Like I've seen like
we
people
do.
like driving on them, and it's like shit. Like
Shit.
our roads are small, like some of them, but there's for the most part they're like twice as big as that. It's like, how do you do it? How do you fit like trucks and shit down there?
Some of them you don't.
Yeah, I know.
Just some of them. Nah.
That's the
not
problem.
happening.
Like
Yeah,
you build
it's a
you
big
build a
problem when you
road
work
and
in
then
the
you can't go
transport
down
office.
it. What's the point? Yeah, it's just all right. Let's reassess.
Let's reassess our roads because fuck, we can't fit trucks down them.
I mean, if that was city skylines, I would just shoot that. I'd just be like, all right, let's just restart that whole city because that is too small. Too small.
Too small.
You're the
Did
sort of
not
person
think
that has
about that at
6-lane roads everywhere. It's like, what's that domestic housing unit? 6-lane roads.
Yeah, but even just like wider roads. No
Wider.
parking on roads. Actually,
Wider.
And we do have
Thing.
parking on roads. It's just certain.
No, but I
places we
mean
can't
like no
just go
parking on roads and parking garages everywhere. Genius. I wonder if there's
Why
a
would
mod
you
for
not?
that.
Why would you not have parking on road? Why would you park? You build car parks around every estate.
Yeah. Or like around every couple of blocks.
You'd have too many car parks. You have a problem with car parks.
No, but like you only do it around like really built up areas. You don't do it everywhere. You just do it where it's really needed.
You crazy bastard.
You beat
I'm imagining your city skyline cities just like, what's that? I'm building an estate. Better have a car park. Tom, we've got 50 car parks. There better be more.
I don't think there is a like one of those.
I'm not
there
very
should
good at
be.
city skyline.
Oh,
I
there's a
don't get
mod
to the
for
point
it.
that I need car parks.
I
I'm like, they're like, oh shit, I'm 20,000 in debt and I've just started. Fuck.
don't get there, but it's kind of like I want them, you know? Like I reckon it'd really help with congestion.
My problem with
Anyway.
city skyline is I'm gonna say like, I'm gonna build a hip happening city. So it's like, what's that? Like high end housing and stuff that attracts the young people. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna build everything to that. And then it's like, we need older people. I'm just like, fuck you. This is a hip happening city. We've got lots of businesses and offices and teenagers in houses.
And when they get old,
And-
they get pushed off the cliff.
I always
Yes,
create
and
like
then
really
inevitably I
shitty low income
fuck.
areas, and I'm like, yeah, this is going pretty well. And then I like pollute the entire city. And then I'm like, ah, shit, we run out of money. Everyone's unhappy. What do I do? Go to the oil reserves, and I just like set up like
Keep
all this
pumping-
industry there that's just like pumping oil like 24/7.
Keep getting the polluted. Get the pollution inland quickly, boys. They're unhappy. They love pollution.
And then I just start like redesigning shit. I'm like throwing highways down. And it's just like screw your house, burn. Just like destroying shit.
I'm the worst at city builders, I swear. I just like draw pictures and stuff in the roads, and if it looks pretty, then yeah, that's what I'll go for.
That
And
sounds
usually-
better than mine.
Usually, I get
A+.
bankrupt in like the first 10 minutes.
My first city
Literally.
had motorways around the most of the city because I didn't realize I was building a motorway until most of the city was done with a motorway.
Wow.
Motorway. I think we call that a freeway or a highway here.
But the thing was,
motorway.
I assume
found out
that's
also-
the same thing.
yeah, freeway, motorway.
Okay, okay.
I also found out that these was one way, and I'd built them like the same way each way, so you could get in and then never leave. You got to a certain point, it's like shit, can't go any further. Fuck.
That's so shit.
I didn't know.
Didn't you notice that you couldn't build anything next to it?
Didn't you
Really?
notice
At any
that
point you were laying
nobody
it
was
down.
leaving?
I was
Or that
zoning
everyone
it,
was
but
just going one way?
I guess I was zoning it, so I guess it wasn't motorway, but it was like really big roads everywhere, and I was allowed to zone on it. But the thing was, is the cars just like went one way, and I didn't really realize until very late in
Till it was
that
too
they went
late.
round one way, and then there was just like gradually this queue building outside of the city and down the road somewhere. I was like,
See, I
oh,
imagine you as like a mayor, you're just like sitting there and you're just like drawing on a giant map, like where you're gonna put everything. You're like, all right, we're just gonna put one of these down here. It's gonna come up here. It's gonna be all good. That'll be a good foundation for the city. And then your financial advisor comes in. He's like, oh, Mr. Mayor, that's extremely expensive. He just like has to be done. All right, gonna need a strong future for this place.
Just
and then
do it.
then like your traffic manager, your traffic what's it called? Consultant comes in and he's just like, Mr. Man, you're just like, why do you keep on bothering me? Get out. It's like, but man, this is a really pressing matter with the traffic and the zoning of areas. And you're just like, I told you, get out of my office, all right? I'm planning shit here.
Get out of my office.
And then
this
it
is
gets-
exactly me.
And then it gets to like the end of it, you've built everything, and you just like, you like go up to the higher ups, you're just like, all right, so we built everything. Now we can start saying, they're like, but you just built freeways and they go one way out of the city and we can't build on freeways.
This
It
is
just-
me.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
This is me. Yeah,
I-
you should see me in Prison Architect as well. It's like,
Oh.
yeah,
I
deluxe
don't
prison
think
cells.
Ah,
That's it. It's got its own
Deluxe.
toilet. It's got its own toilet. It's got its own shower. It's got its own bookcase, a bed, and it's big. It's like everyone I know is like, you got to be really effective and make like 2x3, and I'm just like, I've made a 4x4 cell. Everyone with wooden flooring.
It's funny though,
You
like
got like hardwood floors that just like beautiful. It's like we imported this wood from Italy. Is that good?
I
I
do.
don't know, but everything from Italy's good.
this
Me
is
too.
the rosewood from the I don't know. I don't even
This-
know.
No, seriously, that is how most of my prisons go. That like my prisoners never revolt until I bring in maximum security people, and then those maximum security people need people with guns to watch them. But until that point, like everyone has like wood flooring everywhere and that, and it's just like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. I even built a basketball court which doesn't have basketball nets because there's no such thing as basketball nets in the game.
They have
Still.
like waiters going around. It's like, tonight, so we have a nice Bordeaux. Would you be interested? Hell yeah, I'd be interested. Prison's awesome.
I do. I'm such a nice prison guy. I normally like I'll make like a minimum security wing, and then that will have its own shower units in each cell, and also its own like eating area. And the medium one has its own eating area and shit cells, and like each of them have their own eating area and own everything. And then sometimes like they mix up, and like the minimum security guys just go to the medium security food place because it's closer, and I'm just like, no, get out of here! You're not supposed to be here. You're ruining my ideals. And yeah, then I bring in Supermax prisoners, and I'm just like, right, okay, these are Supermax prisoners. They may not be placated by the idea of having like Italian wood flooring. I'll bring in the guns and dogs, and then everyone gets quite annoyed because there's a lot of gunmen around.
Do we want to bring in some topics?
Okay, so what has everyone been doing recently?
Yeah.
I, for one, have been juggling between Civilization 5 and TF2 this week, actually.
Oh yeah.
The radio being like a 1 to 10 for TF2 and 9 to 10 for Civ 5.
A plus.
Otherwise, I've just been doing Civ 5. Mm-hmm.
So status quo. Like
So, in
same
other
thing.
words, just like the last time and the time before.
Yeah,
Since
I've
you started on the podcast.
I've actually gone to like a routine of Civ 5. I would like, because I'm like self-conscious
Wake
about
up.
Self-conscious about Civ 5 for
it.
what?
Because I actually play it a lot longer than people might realize because I log off Steam before I go into Civ 5. I just play hours and hours so nobody knows. Nobody knows my crippling addiction.
Doesn't it still like log into your your hours though.
Yeah.
And
If you
it's
look at my
like, oh,
hours-
I gotta go look at your hours.
168.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
already
you
got
ain't. Yeah, already.
I love the fact that I remember when I got Apple on the podcast that day, he was like, "Yeah, I got Civ 5. Fucking love these games and that." And since that day, it's like,
Every
"So Apple, what you been
time.
up to?"
Civ
Civ
5.
5.
Survive. Survive. That's just so addicting though, and like when I'm away from it, I just think about it and I just want to play it more. And it's just it's addicting. It really is. Cause like I think about it and I just want to play it more, and when I play it more, I just like think about it and just want to play it more. It's a vicious cycle. Don't
Yeah, I'm
judge
like
me.
that with Skyrim, so I understand. We should go to Gamers Anonymous. We'll just sit down and be like, oh, I'm Apple. Hi, Apple.
Please help me.
I have a Civ 5 addiction.
I can't stop thinking about tactics. Please help me.
Those damn
curious.
Mongolians.
Fucking hell.
Those damn Indians, goddamn nuking me for the 68th time.
Gandhi can go kill himself.
Goddamn Gandhi.
Colours,
Yeah.
how have you not 100%ed the achievements in Skyrim after 633 hours?
Because
It's not about the achievements, bruh. It's about,
No, but I mean, passively playing that game. I played 300 hours of that, and passively playing, I managed to do that.
I have a confession. I dick around so much in it that I haven't even finished the main campaign.
Well, I mean, the main campaign isn't that great.
I'm done.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I know. That's why I've kind of been avoiding it, because everyone's like, it sucks, just like the other campaigns. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play all these other campaigns, like mods and stuff.
Yeah, but you
'cause,
play the
yeah.
main campaign to appreciate those ones. Like, oh, that campaign was shit. Better play some better ones.
Apple, how the fuck do you have over 2,000 hours on Team Fortress 2?
Now
is that a
that's
problem?
the real addiction.
That is ridiculous.
What do you
Take
mean?
into account, though, he plays offline Civ 5, so that doesn't count as hours.
No, this is TFT.
Yeah, I know,
TF2.
but I mean, his Civ 5 is probably close to that, but he just plays offline to lower the numbers a bit.
Oh, no, but yeah.
Yeah.
98 days, dude. You
Yeah.
need some sun.
You need some help.
I think that like equates to like 3 months worth of like just sitting at your computer.
What,
Close to
88
100 days. Yeah.
I
Oh
think.
gosh. Oh my
I've spent
gosh.
100 days just on TF2 and I'm still shit at it.
And does that make you like contemplate all your life choices?
Not really.
It's about 3 months.
I'd better not
A little
play
bit more than 3 months.
first-person shooters.
Well, the thing is, like, I usually just stick to one game for a long period of time, where other people play like different games. So, like,
I mean, 3 months.
yeah, like other people play like multiple games, and I think if we added all of other people's games, other people play games as much as I do. I just play one single game, so that's why it's 2,000 hours because I played 2 years worth of TF2, and I just played TF2.
Yeah, I admit I'm on that same line.
So it's not my fault.
You need help, Apple. You need serious help.
Ooh,
2000
left a review. Let's read it. Oh, it's not empty
Oh.
chamber.
2,000. I left that review when I was like years ago, but like 2,000 hours over like a year or
No
so
judgment
isn't
here.
too much.
You
Isn't
know,
too much. Come on.
I'm trying to like
2,000 is like a lot. Like I don't think I've played
Yeah.
World of Warcraft for that long, and I played a lot of World of Warcraft.
I'm just looking at. I thought, hey, I might be on Apple's level. No, I'm looking at my like my most played list and stuff, and Space Engineers wasn't me. Payday 2, 297 hours. Dark Souls 2, 174 hours. Like my top 5 don't add up to over 1,000 hours.
Well,
You've got a problem, dear.
I don't have a problem.
The
Screw you
deer
guys.
just made that there. Dear, we're worried about you.
Dearest Apple, seek help.
Come on, 2,000 hours isn't that much. Come on. It's over like 2 years.
Okay, I've been playing Warframe pretty much non-stop for the past about 4 or 5 days. 101 hours.
Or stop for 101
Oh.
hours.
I played a lot of Gary's mod, and I still only have 303 hours on that. And that is like,
See?
something I'd be considering like, whoa, 303 hours? Jesus, but 2,000.
Yeah. Did you just like leave it on for a couple of days during this period? It's just like, I'm going to
No.
bed, better leave it on to clock my hours up higher.
I have never been the one that just, I just want my hours to be up just because I want to brag about it. I've always been like self-conscious about it. I want it to be, as low as possible.
And now we're all just like bringing up 2,000 hours.
No, why you
Jesus.
guys-
We're just making fun of you. You're just over there like, oh, guys, a bit self-conscious about it. We're just like,
Yeah,
you did
like,
it.
exactly. You need it.
Bitch,
No, but-
you need Jesus.
My mom like looked up to it and she just like looked at me and she just shook her head and left the room. She didn't say anything. She just looked at me like that weird stare that you give people that
Why
you
haven't
really
you
just
gone pro, son? I know pro.
it's just so difficult in like the pro league though. It's just like
And then,
I find it weird.
hmm?
I know a friend who is pro. He has about 300 more hours than you.
300 more.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
But
So you
Well,
have enough hours to be a pro, but just not the talent.
No, I got the talent. It's just not fun. I mean, like I can compete.
Oh,
I've
it's
actually
not fun. 2,000 hours later.
my mistake. My mistake.
no.
He has
Yeah.
100 more hours than you.
Oh,
You should just
100
leave
more
a
hours.
review of
Jesus.
TF2 and just write, it's not fun. Would not recommend him. They have like 3,000 hours on record.
no. It's
I
just
want
like
my life back.
TF2 is like
Please.
the casual game that you just play. It's just I just don't find it interesting to play it like competitively. You know,
Casually for
Although-
about 2,000 hours.
yeah,
casually
my
20,000.
my dad said this today whenever he was talking about like esports and that, and he never knew this before. But he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's like some kids are like making millions. Why don't you do that?" And he was like dead serious, and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Because I'm not Korean? How about that?
But
Because I don't play MOBAs, and that's the only thing you can earn
yeah,
money from.
I know. I said I suck at MOBAs. If it was
I
like a
love
if it was like a Halo tournament, I'd kill at that so bad. But
Possibly not. Have you seen the people that play competitive Halo?
yeah, I was about to say, but no, but no.
Good.
I don't think there is much that I'd be able to be like pro level at, apart from Call of Duty, which is really annoying just because it's really easy. Like, I think that I could do pretty fucking well. Like, it's not hard. Like, it's really simple. It's.
Yeah.
And I've-
Especially if you
played
had
a
a
lot.
really good, like, organized team, because
Yeah.
it's already easy when you don't have an organized team. Imagine having an organized team of super tactical terrorists. Oh my god.
But still, if I was running around with like a couple of pro players and we're playing on something with auto aim, I reckon I could do alright. Like, the auto aim does most of the work for you. Like, it's not difficult. I've seen them play and it's like, really, you get paid to do that? Like, really?
People
It's
get
something
paid
like
to play Call of
StarCraft, I'd
Duty.
get blown out of the water.
Oh,
Like,
I actually wanted to do like StarCraft in competitive, but I can't get out of bronze.
Oh.
I know that
You
feel.
can't get up to like 300 actions per minute
And
minimum.
I've got like my highest APM is 90, and I was like really sweating. I was like
Really.
sweating so hard to get that 90 APM, and
I
like
remember. Sorry.
other people got like 160. I'm like, how?
Yeah, I remember like at one point I was like, man, StarCraft is really cool. Like, I wish I was like good at it. So like I started playing it, like not seriously, but I was like, I was going at it like, kind of hard. And I was like watching videos on YouTube trying to figure out how to play it. And then I got to Silver League, got like top of that, and I was like, I'm done. And I just like never played it again. And then I went back like 6 months ago and I tried to play it again and I was like, oh, I'm bad at this again. I can't remember anything. I had like one thing that I did and it just worked and I was just like, oh yeah, silver, top of silver. But
we
this
should
game
1v1.
is also a challenge.
You should tally 1v1. I can totally kick your butt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
I remember
Yeah.
watching. I remember watching a thing from Total Biscuit about that, like StarCraft players and that. and on average, to be pro level, you have to have around about 300 actions per minute.
That doesn't surprise
300.
me. Have you seen them play?
Yeah.
Like the
I
usually
haven't because I'm scared.
no, but usually when like you like watch a pro match, it's from like a spectator's view, so there's not too much like going on. There's not lots of dashing. Then you look at what they're seeing, and it's just like
And it's
left screen.
insane.
It's just like three different locations, and they're just like all clicking and like moving troops in the middle of it, and they're like adding new like things to be built. They're making new SUVs and they're getting them to mine stuff, and it's all just like bam, 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 and they're just doing it really quickly. And my brain just cannot comprehend how fast these people
Yeah, 'cause
are doing this.
my dad was being a goose and he's like, oh yeah, I think I should do that. And I'm like, do you realize how many hours these crazy Korean kids invest into into their sport? I said that would be like me going for a jog one day and saying, oh, I think I could be in the Olympics. That's
Actually,
what
I'd
it's
say,
like.
I'd say it's even more extreme than that. Like this,
Yeah.
these guys play for over 12 hours a
Like,
day,
yeah.
and they're not bored. They're just like, all right, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Like after
Yeah.
about
It's
3
like-
days of doing that, I'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah, like for
Play it-
me personally,
Can't do
if I really wanted to, I could totally train for like the Olympics, like if I wanted to, but just so many hours. So many hours.
Some
so
of the
fun,
stuff
though.
that
And even then, like,
Yes.
I don't even think.
Wow.
Sorry to interrupt, but like
Screw
even
you
with
guys.
something like running or like Olympic sports or even esports, I think it's more of a matter of like innate, like ability. Like for basketball, for example, because like I know they think of basketball. LeBron James doesn't seem like someone who was just like tried really hard and then was really good because he tried really hard. Like obviously that was a part of it, but he was naturally athletic and really good at basketball anyway to be able to get better at it, you know?
And
There's not like some like 4 foot white kid. He's like, if I train real hard, I'm gonna get to the top of the NBA. It's like, buddy, maybe
No,
she
there
consider
probably
tennis.
is.
No,
And-
but he's not going to get there.
I
No,
think,
he isn't.
I think
They're
like
like,
the
"Not
thing
a
is,
chance."
most of the time though, if you love it, you'll generally be good at it because if you love it, you already invest tons of time into it, and if you invest tons of time into it, you begin to master it. It's like yeah, we always talk about this in music class, and we had to go to Top Acts and like listen to the top VCE students. And oh my gosh, they kept saying, like, the announcers kept saying, oh yeah, you have to put in, like, a million hours or whatever to master something. And they're like, oh, that equates to doing 3 hours per day for, like, 10 years or something. And I was like, holy crap. But I guess if you love it, and, you know. But I guess that is the thing, like, say if you can't use your fingers, then you're probably not going to be able to play guitar.
Oh, like piano. He's just got like his nubs.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you do need the capability, but
And then
Yeah.
they just come in and they're like, buddy, if you apply yourself, really train real hard, do about 8 hours a day for 10 years,
yeah.
you can get somewhere with this.
You
can
grow
get somewhere
fingers.
with those nubs.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's just like, but I got no fingers. I don't give a shit.
yeah, it's
God
like pretty
damn it,
much
son!
like with the Olympics, if say with running, if you love running, you have legs, you're not morbidly obese, or even overweight, and you put in tons of hours, you do get a lot better.
Get better, but I don't think that like I think there's a lot about it, like a lot more that's about genetics than that, you know? Like
Yeah.
I mean, I guess with like horses now, I'm kind of talking out my ass because I don't know horses here, but I think with horses they kind of like breed specifically from horses that can run fast or can
Yeah.
run
Yep.
faster. Yeah,
My sister used to
And-
train horses.
yeah.
They
So
do.
you're not gonna get like a real slow horse and be like, I want that horse's kids. He's
And
gonna
I-
go to the top because he's gonna put in 8 hours a
But
day.
I guess the difference is though, like with humans and animals, humans are like pretty much the most adaptive species in the
Yeah.
world, so it is a bit
Yeah.
different. But like with me, for example, like acting, 5 years ago I could not act to save my life. I was so shit. But then I started doing it. I'm a lot better now. But yeah, I would never show anyone like anything from my performances 5 years ago.
You just you have like a really simple sketch. It's like, all right, so Colors, you're gonna walk into the 7-Eleven and you're gonna buy a can of Coke.
And I totally.
And you just walk in with a can of Coke. No, Colors, you idiot.
You idiot.
Just
Good
walks
yeah,
out.
it's
I
like-
got the bacon.
It's
No.
like other people are getting like, blackmailed with sex tapes. I'm getting blackmailed with my awful performances from 5 years ago.
Which happen to be sex tapes. Boom!
Oh!
Don't you
ew.
almost.
Oh no! Yeah, considering I'm doing that Fallout New Vegas companion mod, well, I don't want to see where that goes.
Hashtag success.
Success. Oh.
It's like, all right, Colors, now this isn't Old English. I know that you really like doing Old English, but it's not Old English. Get it. Don't worry. All right, line 1. Good motto, sir. Colors. Oh, sorry. Old habits, mate.
And then it's like, howdy, partner. I want my fried chicken. How am I supposed to feed my kids if we don't have fried chicken?
You just I gotta get me some of that Popeye's chicken. It's like, Colors, that's not the line. And what are you doing? All right, so we still haven't done one topic, and it's been
No.
We haven't
We
even
haven't.
asked everyone what they're up to yet.
Oh yeah, we only get up to Apple. Oops.
Oh, can I speak now, or is anyone going to interrupt me?
No, we're past you now.
I am going to be so salty for the rest of this podcast because everyone keeps interrupting me.
That's why
I
you have to
haven't-
keep interrupting us.
I don't like interrupting people. It
Yeah.
makes me
Salty
Okay,
right
we're gonna
now.
keep interrupting you.
Apple is so salty right now.
So
so
salty.
salty.
And now he's a permanent member and all that, so
Yeah.
You're not as salty as you were when that guy was like, I just drew pictures.
Oh no, trust me, you can never get me that salty.
I just drew pictures.
I
Get
just
wrecked.
do pictures. I'm still salty about that. Like the level of salt is still much higher than the salty level right now.
More than
so
the
would you
Red
say
Sea.
it's like the like beaches of New South Wales, or would you say it's more like the Red Sea, like
It's saltier than the Red Sea.
salt?
Oh, that's pretty salty.
That is
Yeah.
like more than a salt buildup. That is like mountains of salt. Like
That's-
That's
a lot.
like over Jesus level salty. My
There's no
gosh.
sea in there. It's just salt.
Oh
100% salt.
gosh, oh that's pretty salty, man.
Yeah,
Do you think that Jesus was salty about the whole like crucifixion thing?
Maybe
'Cause
a
I-
little bit. Like, imagine like spending so much time with humans and going, God, why do I have to die for these assholes?
He's like at the Last Supper and he's just pouting like a bitch. He's just
Yeah.
like, you guys didn't have to do that. Like, I was only trying to spread peace in that.
Yeah.
I was just snapping
Yes.
bread in half. I
And
mean,
it's like, Jesus, but you don't have to get crucified. And he's like, well, I'm not an asshole like you.
Everyone's like having a party and he's just like he's just sitting there like,
pouting.
sucks. I want to go back to heaven.
Screw you guys.
Screw
I
you
get eternal
guys.
life.
All right, Alex, what have you been doing with your channel for the past?
We haven't finished
Wait.
with Apple.
I thought we
You
did.
keep
Don't worry.
interrupting the poor guy.
Oh, sorry, I thought
Don't
we did.
worry, I'm not important. You just.
Sorry,
Do
I really
whatever
did think
you
that
want.
that you told us what you're doing. My bad. So Apple.
I've
Alex.
actually been doing some Punch Out for my channel, actually, specifically. Which, oh, there's a new message. Oh, Blood is calling. Okay.
Dude, it's been like 20 minutes.
I know, god damn.
That
Anyway,
is weird.
nobody interrupt. I've been doing a lot of Punch Out recently, and I've been doing a lot of swearing. They might not be like, the same, like, what's that word? Entwined. I'm looking for another word like scientific, but whatever. Entwined is the same thing. They're not entwined at all. I promise you. They're just completely two separate things. Swearing and playing Punch Out. Oh my god. I'm up to like Mike Tyson at the moment, and I only beat him once, and off camera, and I was like, damn it! I was like, I felt joy for like 5 seconds, and then I remembered that I wasn't recording it. Like, oh, shit. Oh, that was so glorious, though. I was like,
That's why you
"Ugh."
always record. Always.
Yeah, but like, I need to practice Mike Tyson because do you have any idea how hard he is?
Yes. I've played I Want to Be the
Wait,
Guy guide,
what?
and I have fought Mike Tyson.
I just came back and you're like, Mike Tyson, do you know how hard he is? And I was like, oh, it's
Oh,
one of those conversations.
He's super hard, man. Like, you go near him and he's just like, pow, and you're dead straight away.
Oh.
He's pretty rough.
Pow, right in the kiss.
Right, the kisser. But no, like, other than Punch Out, I've been doing some Gary's mod, which is actually out.
Oh boy.
Saw that.
What game mode were you planning playing?
He was
for
all
Gary's
by
one?
himself.
Jesus.
I was
With
just
no
playing.
friends.
Well, I don't have any friends that play Gmod, so like just by myself.
He did really weird story time where he just improved it. It was so weird.
I
You
doubt
weirdo.
I doubt anyone would want to do that, like co-op that with me. So I'm just like, just cut it out. Just do it by yourself, man.
balls.
Barge. That was
Did you
amazing.
ask anyone by chance? Because, you know.
He didn't bother. He's like, nah, everyone's like gonna think I'm too weird. And
It's
you're
like,
correct.
See, look, it's like, can I actually chop down this building with my hand? I mean, the answer's obviously gonna be no. So why even attempt? It's the
Well,
same thing with this.
I love
I
how
think
chopping
I
a
would have
building.
joined in.
Yeah, I was about to say, I love how chopping down a building with your hand is the equivalent to asking someone to join you.
Well, because if they knew what it was, they probably would say no straight away.
Okay, we're gonna do ClusterJunk story time now.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want this to be weird?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's already weird.
It's like watching porn in a groove.
See?
It's
Hey.
already weird.
That is actually pretty weird. I must
No,
say.
like, no offense, but like, who does that? It's kind of like
No offense. It's like
just
one of us does it.
casually, like, bro job. What?
What?
Bro,
What?
jump,
Bro,
bro, jump,
jump.
bro, jump, bro, jump.
But yeah, just like jacking off next to each other. That's weird.
Wait, is that what you
Huh?
got from my story? That they were all jerking off with
Oh
each other?
no! But that's just like that. Your story reminded me of another story.
Oh, right, good. Because they didn't. They were like
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
it
they were
for like
just watching
a
it.
minute, and then they were like, "This is really weird. Let's do
Let's
something
not-
else."
Yeah.
I'm sure I get right about the first erection. Like, just like, guys, turn it off. Not now.
The fuck?
Alex is like, I'm not.
I didn't think
Yeah.
Alex was there when we told the story.
No, I don't want to be there.
I never want to be here. Why do you make me come here?
I just introduced the show. It's not my fault.
Wait,
40
we've been
minutes
show?
Mama,
later,
watching, save me.
we're all ready to.
Jesus, take the wheel.
So, Apple,
Jesus,
is that all your
Jonathan.
channel has
Yeah.
been?
And he's like, no,
basically.
I've got a ton of it. It's like, no.
Other than that, it's
No.
just the same, like Alien vs Predator and Minecraft that no one gives a crap about.
It's
I jumped onto the hype train a little bit late for my
Just a little late.
Well, you see, like,
Is it vanilla Minecraft?
no, it's Survival Craft.
Oh, because I was gonna call you Satan. If
What?
it was.
Who plays vanilla? Like, seriously.
Apple secretly plays vanilla. He calls it survival craft, but it's actually just vanilla.
I actually do play vanilla, like, every once in a while, but, like, only because I like the mining. I just, like, mine
What?
for hours. Because it's, like, mining is addicting to me.
You
For
could
some
do that
So
in mods.
Apple finds it therapeutic
Yeah, but I get 60 frames per second, yeah.
in Minecraft.
In vanilla Minecraft and modded, I just get 30. Oh.
Aw.
But I can get
Yeah,
60
yeah, like,
FPS mining. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm a pretty big deal over here, right? I play
I'm-
Minecraft at 60 FPS, right? And I'm not saying much, but, my PC is pretty beefed out.
I'm just rolling in all them frames.
You guys. I hate you guys. You
Rolling
guys-
in
We,
Titans.
yeah, we are relentless.
We just, like, making fun of Apple now. This is
We
what
just-
happens.
We just make fun of everyone. It's how it works.
Just because I'm the new guy.
Exactly.
It's the
We're
hazing.
hazing you. Yeah.
Make me tough.
Initiation to Beta House.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, Omega House. You went from Beta
Omega.
House to Omega House.
I'm transitioning to membership. And like the ritual for membership, you have to get like
Douglas.
beaten.
Actually, no. Let's have like Omega House be like the hazing house, and then Beta House will be like the top.
We should make Beta House the primary. It's always
Yeah.
been the primary.
Beta House will be the prime area. Regardless,
Forever.
yeah.
Otherwise, just the conversation. It just doesn't make sense.
No, Beta House
No.
is best.
Frickin'
Alright.
Douglas.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
what have you been doing on your YouTube channel?
45 minutes later.
Basically nothing.
Good.
All right, good.
What?
Colors your next.
I've been doing at the moment, literally at the moment, the only videos that have been going up have been Don't Starve Together. I'm still doing that
Oh, I was gonna watch
I'm-
that today.
with a group of us, which we've been trying to see if we can survive till day 100 with just Well, originally the plan was if we ever reached a point that we had so little health that when we died we would no longer lose health, that we would like leave the series. But it's came to the extent that we just don't give a fuck, so we're just trying to see what we will have at our camp basically by the end of 100 days. It's going very bad.
No spoilers.
We tried getting some stuff and then died, and I've now decided to start making lots more camps because we need outposts to go to.
Spoilers. I'm kidding.
Apart from that, I've been recording a lot, but not uploading it because I've been editing it. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I started a new series doing challenges and games, which I think I said about doing that about 2-3 months ago, and I never got around to doing it. But I've recorded Super Meat Boy stuff, which is fucking killing me to edit because Jesus Christ, that game you have to edit so goddamn much because there's so much death. I think I'm 9 minutes into the video and I have 50 something deaths on it,
Wow.
and it's killing me inside. Apart from that, I'm going to be going and recording some Killing Floor 2, fucking GTA 5 in a couple of days, Titan Souls. Too much good shit is happening in like the next couple of days. Oh, Lakeview Cabin Collection. I'm going to be doing
We're
that.
all
in
gonna
a
buy
little bit.
GTA 5.
I've already bought it.
No, but I mean like everybody else. Because if everyone's gonna buy it, then I know I said before that I wasn't that jazzed about it, but if everyone's gonna play it, I don't want to be left out.
Yeah, same. I'm like, if everyone's buying it, fine, I'll
Like
fork out.
it could be fun.
Everyone I know like that plays games plays on PC, so yeah. Everyone I know is buying that on PC because they don't have a console to play it on, or just have a console and didn't bother, like me, to buy it on console.
Fair enough. I already own it on console, but I'm
I do as well.
stoked.
Yeah, I got it on PS3, but don't really use it on PS3 because
Yeah,
Because
same.
nobody
fucking
else
GTA.
plays it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know literally no one that has a PS3. I'm just like, what? Why did
I
I
know
do this?
so many people have a PS3, but none of them have GTA 5, and I'm like, you guys suck.
It's very expensive though.
But it's a good game. It's very
I
fun.
know.
It's funny
I don't-
trying to convince someone to like build a PC. You're just like, oh, you should build a PC, and they're like, how much would that run me? And you're just like, $800 each. And then they're just like, no. And you're just, damn it.
£1,000 maybe.
Maybe.
The one I'm
You
building
and
at
your
the
silly currency.
That's
one that
like
I'm building at the moment's about
$2,000.
£1,000.
800 doubloons.
I'm really bad.
Yar! I am a pirate. And I built paper
Because
fucking
you
doubloons.
are a pirate.
Oh,
Yar.
Yar, fiddle-dee-dee.
Being a pirate. Oh,
I can't remember the
Sucks.
rest.
being a pirate is all right for me. Oh, I bumped my mic.
Because you are a pirate.
Guys didn't hear that right? Right?
What? What
Right.
did you say?
Nobody heard that right?
I'm gonna hear it after when I
Wait.
edit.
Shh.
So, Alex, is that all you've been doing?
Warframe. Lots and 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 lots of Warframe.
Really?
I played it when I did an extra life last year. I played it on the stream. I did like 5 hours or so of it, and I didn't really think too much of it. But then a friend of mine was just like, "Oh, we should play some Warframe." And I'm just like, "But I didn't really think too much of it when I played it before." He's like, "Well, that's because you didn't play with people." And I was just like, "That's true. I did play solo." He was like, "Yeah, it's a lot more fun if you have friends playing with you." I was like, "But you can say that about most games." And he was just like, "Yeah, but also it does shit explaining things." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I didn't really understand anything I was doing." I was like, "Well, there you go." It's like you play with people who know how to play it, and then they can tell you what like things are and stuff, and they can explain it, and then you can play solo. So yeah, me and a friend have been playing that, and he's like explained me most of the game now, and now I'm just like, I know what I'm doing. This game's fucking awesome.
Yeah, just
It's
like some
really shit if you don't have someone to explain. Yeah, but if you don't have someone to explain the game, it's like so bad. It's really
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
no, I couldn't get into it. I was kind of just like, oh yeah. But I thought I got what I was doing. I was just kind of, you know, not
Eh.
jazzed about playing it.
Yeah, but I didn't really like understand like, where you get anything or, you know, like what's a good thing to be using and stuff like that or
Oh, I guess some of
whatever.
like the item pickups are a bit weird.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, collect some of this. It's like, okay, what the fuck's this for?
It's
And
purple.
yeah, it's
Purple
like,
box things.
and then
Oh,
like
well.
there's some other things are like there's a Warframe called Oberon, who the way that you get him is finding a rare enemy and then killing said rare enemy. Then it's a rare chance from the rare enemy, and then his blueprints are from an alert, which are very rare to appear. And it's just like, huh? Like all of that sort of shit, a random new player that wasn't explained that to before by a friend or looked up on a wiki wouldn't know.
Hmm.
And without
indeed.
looking up or knowing a lot of it, it's like the game's just very boring because you don't know what you're doing. And that's why I found I was just like, I don't really like it because I didn't really know what I was doing. And yeah, I was just like, okay, cool, I have this Warframe. How do I get other ones? Huh?
I don't know. Just
Literally, the game
oh,
just doesn't tell you anything. It's like, oh, look, crafting. How'd you do that?
what?
Huh?
I have Warframe downloaded. When does this happen?
Free to play game. Probably. I think I said that we should play Warframe together, and like everyone was like, "Yeah, they're downloading."
Yeah, we should
I
play
said it a
together.
couple of days. Yeah, we should.
That's too late.
It's too
Yep,
late.
deleted it. Fuck that shit.
Damn it.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all I've been up to, really. A lot of Warframe, basically.
Cool.
Ah,
Fellas, what have you been doing?
I've been doing my normal thing on my channel, so lots of games.
Dark Souls. Well, not Dark Souls. The
What?
what's that other game I'm thinking about?
Oh,
The
yeah.
night
Bloodborne.
game. Bloodborne. No.
Bloodborne.
No.
Blood Bowl.
Jesus
Blood Kitchen
fish.
Sink.
I'm
What are you on about?
Scrolltopia.
sub to so many people. I'm just going to your videos.
Life
I'm
is
doing-
strange.
Darkest Dungeon.
I've only been
Darkest
yeah.
Dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, that's the game I
Yeah,
was.
that game.
That is a pretty good series. I'm actually liking it, to be honest.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I
well,
pretty much say the same thing. I pretty much go, I'm dying. Oh, he's dead. Oh, the end.
so entertaining though.
Oh, that's good. Thank
fail.
you.
I like watching you
and-
die, is what I got from that.
And like for the first half of the podcast, I was thinking on like how to totally freak Cameron out, and I was like, oh yeah, let's go to his hometown, and let's go to the venues and see where his band's playing, and then just walk around and just like start talking to people and doing things, and then go home and he'll never know I'm there. Ha ha ha. Hui.
That's real creepy.
That is really
Yeah.
creepy.
That is like extra creepy. Like it.
I wouldn't actually do it, but I'm like so tired
thought
right
about it.
now, and I get like
I mean, it'd
My-
actually be less
my-
creepy if you went to his house and looked in through the window and just
oh,
watched him do Let's Plays. That's how creepy you have gone.
Yeah, I could be super creepy. Take photos. Go. I know where you live.
Tweet photos. Look outside.
Oh, I wouldn't ever
Colour's
do
doing a
that.
selfie outside his house.
And then when like he comes out the front door, you just zoom away, just like.
It's It's just whenever I'm tired, that's when I become my creepiest. Just,
I'm the
just
same.
to let you know.
Right, don't tell
We're
you
like, the
where I
same,
live.
we're like the same thing. I get creepy and like weird when I get tired. And I just
Yeah.
like my brain, like my the part of my brain that says no, you can't do that. That's weird, Jeremy. Just like
The
dies.
barrier is broken once you hit a certain time.
Yeah.
It's broken.
It's like the zombie virus just gone out and like everything's turned to chaos and there's no order and shit flies everywhere.
Literally.
Literally shit.
But yeah, I've just been like, in my personal life, I've been doing crappy homework.
Who hasn't?
And I've been doing Alex. I've been doing like
Alex.
Alex.
Alex is like
Doing
I'm
Alex.
too cool for homework.
Instead, I've been recording. It's like that's like, come on.
I'm
I'd
too
much rather
cool for the
record.
homework.
Yeah.
What? I haven't been in
Never
school for like the last I don't know how many years.
No, that's the point.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you've been
what-
like recording instead of homework.
Yeah. Because
Because,
you
you
don't
know,
have homework.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go
So
back to school.
confused.
Go
So,
back to school.
You bastard.
You
You're doing your homework. I'm like, fuck off. I haven't been to school. My teachers don't give me homework anymore.
Maybe it's like that's concerning.
Go back to school and be like, when's the assignment due? It's like, Alex, you haven't gone here for 5 years. Oh,
It's tomorrow
that's
then.
right.
Get on
Yeah. Sauce.
Damn Dean, always on my back. You haven't been here.
Better house.
Get off the property.
You just like throw a bin
Goddamn
through like a
Dean.
window. You just like, boom.
But yeah, in my personal life, homework, doing auditions and that, writing a script, and watching a shit ton of Netflix.
I just got Netflix for my house.
I'm so in love with Orange is the New Black. So much.
Wait, so does that mean that you have like the American channels as well?
Some of them.
You should have all of them. I'll tell you how to get them after the podcast. It's easy.
Okay, nice. Because, yeah, I've been watching Orange is the New Black, and I can't wait for the 3rd season.
I think it's an
I
extra
love it so
$3 or
much.
$4 a year. I mean, not a year, sorry, a month. But then you get
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's
every
not a
channel
big
ever.
deal, yeah.
Well, you're already paying like at least 11.
But the first month is free.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
first month, the first like 2 weeks for this is free, and it's real good. Like, say there's
Nice.
something like I don't know, say Firefly, which is amazing, isn't on the Australian Netflix. You just change this like
Oh, yeah.
this thing, and then you to like the American one, and then you can watch whatever's on there.
Oh, yeah.
So you can
Nice.
watch whatever. It's way better.
I think I'll write it down somewhere, and then I'll probably do that. Like, because, yeah, I'm probably, once the first 3 months, whatever, is done, I might just, like, cancel it and wait till the holidays, because I know that if I keep my Netflix subscription, I am not going to get any homework done. Like,
Also,
at
then
all.
you're pretty much given the finger to Rupert Murdoch. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway. So is that all you've been doing?
Yeah, that's all I can, think of.
I
yeah.
remembered something.
No!
Your time is up, Alex.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Yeah.
time to die.
I've been being contacted by a lot of devs lately as well. I forgot.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
contacted for
Why
what?
do they want me to make channels for their videos for their games?
Like, wait,
devs,
what?
like-
Oh.
Like, well, I got
Channels
Killing
for their
Floor.
games.
What was it? The other? Oh fuck, where was it? I got a like new upcoming roguelike thing called Teddy Terror. It's really weird. People keep
What?
sending me games and I don't know what to do.
What do I do with all these games?
I was like, but I don't know why or how. Like the Teddy Terror person actually, like I saw it was like this person subscribed to you, and then like 2 seconds later they sent me an email, and I was like, ah, people like my stuff or something. What do I do?
That freaks you out. That intimidates
Yeah.
you.
It does. Just thought I'd put that out there. people want me to do videos on their games. I'm just like, no, don't ask me to do things. I'm lazy.
I never had a person do that to me, so
Wait, you contacted them first, right?
I don't
No.
contact them
No,
at
I
all.
mean Alex.
No.
Oh,
Screw
really? That's
you.
weird. No, because I was thinking like if you contacted them and then they just kind of waited, then I'd be like, oh, yeah. But if they just contact you out of the blue, that's weird. I've never had that either.
I've had it happen a few times in the past couple of weeks.
It happened
weird.
to me one time, and the game was like a browser game, and it was shit. It was so bad.
Can pay my
I-
game, please.
And I played it, and I'm like, oh yeah. It was like a racing game, and it was like fun for like 5 seconds until the race ended. Every single race was seriously like 5 seconds. I'm not joking.
The race just ends and it's like, you won.
Yeah, pretty much. And it
Want
gave
to
you
play
the
a game?
time, and it was like 5 seconds. Your time was 5 seconds. And I was like, what is this shit?
Oh yeah.
It would have
that-
been really fun if it was like longer.
I
The
think
guy
I
like
got
pitches it. He's like, so pretty much it's
inbox
called
about
Drag Racer, right? And you go from one end of the screen to the other. Sound good?
That's
No.
basically all racing games, except for, it's more drawn out and more fun. You think about it, I think, isn't it?
No, but I mean, like racing games have like loops and stuff. It's just drag racing. It's just from point A to point B. It's just press down on the right arrow key, and it's like, all right, you're there, you win. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
shit.
Well,
I'm just waiting for the day like I get invited to play like a browser game that's like Winnie the Pooh or something. It's like, welcome to my Winnie the Pooh adventures, starring Peter Pan or something,
oh gosh.
with his best
Anyway.
sidekick. I don't. Who should be the sidekick? Do you think?
Jesus.
Jesus, with his sidekick Jesus.
Let's move away from Jesus and Winnie the Pooh. Tom,
Hey,
what have you been up to?
Never.
Whatever.
We're
Walk
never
on
gonna
air.
get through the podcast.
The other one can walk on
We're
water.
already like an hour in.
Good.
And we haven't even finished everyone.
So I haven't really been doing much. I finished my review of the Spatials.
Nice.
Yeah, that was
Fucking
fun.
even.
Been working on that for about a week, and
Nice.
yeah, just watch the review. You'll get the point. I did actually get a review code for that, so that made me feel pretty special. They like in like the email that they sent me, like I just sent one and like asked for it, and then they sent me back, "Hello, Joe," because my name on my email is Joe, even though that's not actually my name, and I was like, Joe, is that a joke or something? Like, I just didn't get it. I was thinking they were doing the thing from The Simpsons, you know. Like,
Hi,
"Hello,
Joe Namath. Please play our game.
Like, who thinks that's actually a real name? Joe Namath.
Well, it might be. You never know. Maybe you just have an unfortunate name.
That'd be really unfortunate. Joe Namath.
That's
Sounds
been
like Yo
worse.
Namath.
That's been worse. I heard that one of the things that was banned in Korea, a family tried to name their child the @ symbol.
Ooh.
What? Why?
I think it's Korea or China. It's because in Chinese or Korean or whatever, like their language, the way that you say it sounds like the way that you say love. But I'm just like, but why wouldn't you just use the word love then? Not a word that sounds close to that, which is the @ symbol.
That'd be so. Imagine like doing like a computer test. It's like your name at. Oh yeah.
And then whenever you sign up for something, it's like, oh, please use only letters.
Yeah, it's like this is not a valid name. It's like, but it's my name.
The best one I saw was a Norwegian couple who had named their child like, I think it was like 28 letters long, and it looked like someone was just punching a keyboard for a while. And I think they must have been sarcastic with this because they said that the way that you pronounce the name, I think it was something very planned, like you pronounce it Clive or something. I'm just there like that has a like 3 Y's in it. There's no way that you pronounce that Clive. And it's like, no, you pronounce it like John or something. It's like,
Imagine if people started doing that. Like they just started naming their kids like just like symbols. They're just like,
Yeah.
let's just go with greater than. Yeah, that's good. He's greater than anyone else. Yeah, that works. So it's like,
Jesus.
let's
And their
call
last
him
name
caps
is
lock.
it's like their last name's like Joe or something, and it's like greater than Joe.
Joe.
Oh yeah.
So all the Joes in the world are like, hey, you think you're better than me? Well, my name is greater than.
It's
10 out of 10.
It's like Kanye's kid, Northwest. I'm like, you people are terrible parents.
He should have put the middle name as North as well, so it's Northwest.
Oh.
How's it
Fancy.
works with maps and stuff?
Oh.
These bad names.
Yancey Zeus. Paul Quincy.
Adolf. He's just
Nero
like,
Oliver.
Oh, yeah. That was another one. Someone called their child Adolf, middle name Hitler.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible people.
that'd be really
They were
stupid.
German and they were actually Nazis. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Oh, well, then it's not
Oh.
that stupid. I mean, if they're actually Nazis, at least
Yeah,
they're
that
owning
makes
up to it.
sense. But I just thought, like, it's like, oh no, they were like a redneck American couple
See, I
from
wouldn't
the
think that a
South.
redneck would be that into Nazis, you know? I mean, I think they'd be closer to naming their like son Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
There's a
Paul,
lot of,
chicken fried Joe.
there's a lot of people that do that though.
Chicken fried Joe.
His name is Tomato.
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 His second name is
Potato.
Paul. Tomato Paul.
It's like,
Tomato Paul John Wesson the Third.
it's like this kid's Hansel, this kid's Gretel, that one's Wolf, that one is Goldilocks, and I read these all in books. Yeah, I read it in a book somewhere.
So it must be the
I
best
read
name
the
ever.
dictionary once. It had a lot of words.
I'm gonna name this kid Book. He's going to grow up to be real smart.
Real smart.
He's gonna be a real smart kid. He's gonna go to uni. He's gonna be a doctor.
Are we
He's
ever
gonna-
going to do
He
this
gotta be a
podcast?
lawyer too. No, we'll never move on. Never. Never.
He's going to be an
ever.
astrophysicist. One of those
God.
playing.
He gotta be the first man to walk on the moon.
I gotta find some new internet friends.
I just love that sentence. I have to find some new internet friends.
We're your only internet friends now. There's no
Oh.
one
So
else.
Colours comes and camps out near where I live.
Yeah.
Always here for you.
Well,
Kev, he's
you-
always here.
I'll find
do not
you,
mention.
Tom.
Do not mention.
We'll
I'll
find
just
you.
like crash into like Tom's class. I'll like just sit in his class and they'll be like, "Oh, who are you?" And it's like, no one walks out. Tom, I know where you go to school.
Oh god. You're just like, just call me Colours. And I'm just
oh,
like,
dun, dun, dun.
and just you're like cringing. I'm just like, oh my god, you fucking people.
And then everyone joins in, like the whole ClusterJunk crew just walk in casually, and we all like talk in different voices, so hopefully you can't tell.
I think I would be able to tell. Like, even if you do a voice, no one is that good unless it was like Troy Baker. All right, like
Yeah,
no one is
true.
that good, and even he, like, I could probably pick it out.
I'll be like, "Hi, my name's Colors.
Excuse
What's
me?
yours?"
I'm gonna be wearing a monocle and a top hat, so there's no way.
Oh,
You know,
No
what
way.
a disguise!
I'll be
You know,
wearing like a Russian, not a Russian hat, an Australian hat, and I'll be like, I'm an Australian.
That's not even Australian, mate.
It'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"No one will ever know who I am. I'm British."
Just walk in. You guys can call me Alex. Tom's just there. For fuck's sake. Didn't even use an alias.
he came all the way from Britain to do this.
My name is
Seriously,
Alex. And I'm
Troy
from
Baker.
North America.
And then it's like, no, it turns out Alex is actually from America and he lied to us and he's like, "Howdy, folks. I'm
Howdy, pal."
Alex."
And
Oh
he has
shit! I forgot to put on my voice.
like there you go, all British.
But yeah,
Sorry about that,
Troy
chaps.
Baker. Oh my gosh. One of my biggest inspas.
Inspiz.
inspirations. Yeah.
So Tom, what have you been up to?
Oh, yeah, right. Apart from
You need
that,
to-
I guess there's only like things that I have planned in the future, apart from like coding and stuff. I've been working really hard at uni. Because coding is
Apple.
hard when you're first trying to learn it. I'm sure Apple
Yeah.
can test it. Yeah, definitely. It's annoying because
Yep, I
shit
can
doesn't
contest.
work.
What
Aren't you
else?
in second year?
First year.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Ah,
second year technically.
but
But
have
Wait,
you been
what?
coding for 2 years or just started this
um,
semester?
I haven't been able to like dedicate a lot of time to coding because I've had a lot of other stuff going on at the same time.
Yeah, but
But like, I haven't really been doing that like heavy coding. Like I've already done Python, Java, and I can't remember the other thing.
so yes, you've done better than me. Like, we've only done Pascal, and even that, like, I'm getting it, but I'm gonna like need to learn how to use C sharp, C++, and
Yeah.
C.
At least it's not like I'm learning to code in Dreamweaver.
If you even mention Dreamweaver, I'm just gonna be out of here.
I had to use Dreamweaver at school, and I was like, "Are you for real?"
It's annoying though, because like they teach you one thing, and they're like, "All right, now we're gonna teach you how to use this other more useful language," but
Yeah.
you don't know how to use it yet. So we're gonna have to give you this big long list of things that you already know in Pascal that you're gonna transfer over. So this means this. This means this. It's like, oh god.
You know the biggest like insult I've ever had was like when they the first year of IT they bring out Game Maker.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Really? Like,
I've never been
ugh.
so insulted in
Were
my
you
life.
just sitting there going, "Kill yourself"?
I actually did refuse to do it because I'm like, this is insulting.
Like, if they're gonna bring out anything that you're gonna like make a game in, at least use Unity. Like, Unity's great. We use Unity.
Use Game Maker, it's so good.
It's
No,
like
I
2D
feel so
bullshit.
I'm gonna use
To be fair-
RPG Maker.
We
I feel
To be
dirty.
fair,
actually no, RPG Maker is legit. Like,
It is pretty
yeah.
good, yeah.
but
RPG
I
Maker
remember
and Game Maker. I think Thomas Was Alone was made in Game Maker.
yeah, but I'm sure you could probably
If I
make
remember
like you can make anything in anything really, but
Mm.
Game Maker, I just if you do it, I just look down upon you. I know it's mean, but just I don't like. It's just basic.
yeah. I
Confirmed,
remember
Apple
in
looks
like
down on
grade
Tom before.
I remember in like grade 4, like we had this. We hadn't been doing IT for some reason in our primary school, and then like we started doing it, and because I wasn't retarded and knew how to barely use a computer, mainly PowerPoint. Like the guy thought the like teacher thought I was some sort of like tech genius.
Oh no.
And I guess, where his trips were placed were pretty, like, well done because, look what I'm doing at uni now, but still,
It's
they
like,
kind
"Ooh,
of just,
dem
like,
slads."
they, like, allocated me to go to this thing over on the other side of town. And it was just pretty much, like, for, like, people who were, quote, gifted with a computer to do, like, various, like, computer, extracurricular stuff for a few days. And it was just, like, fucking stupid as shit. Oh my god! And like I remember they told me because I was away when they said like who wants to do it, or like these are the people who we want to go and do it because we think that they can actually handle it. And I wasn't there, and they were like, "All right, so we signed you up for this thing, and you're going." And I was like, "But I don't want to go." And they were like, "Well, too bad. You'll get a lot from it anyway." And we
Yeah.
used
And
Game Maker, like
what-
that was it. And they just like did it for us. It's like so stupid.
Yeah. You know why I said the second year technically was because the first year was basically spent in like Excel and Word and how do you open emails and
Oh.
how to exit your desktop.
Dude,
Oh god.
that is harsh. Like, wow.
I seriously just wanted to like glare at my teacher every time she said, "Okay, guys, let's work on how to open emails today."
It's like some guy just like, "Duh, myth, it isn't working. It's because your computer's not on.
I
Why
find
isn't the computer on, myth?" It's like, because you haven't plugged it in.
you
I think
idiot.
I had worse. I had worse. In
There was
my
people who were
Story
struggling.
time.
there was an extracurricular sort of IT thing like Tom had, but mine was so fucking bad. My original one was so fucking bad as well, like my actual in-school IT. When I went to the extracurricular thing, they were showing us things like how to use PowerPoint and how to open emails. You can imagine what we were doing on the computers at school, because that was the extracurricular stuff for the gifted people. It's like,
Gifted.
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 Are the rest of the class literally potatoes?
Okay,
Like,
so you
what?
you plug in the computer and you press on.
Whoa,
And now-
slow down.
and,
Alright, I don't need your technical mumbo jumbo.
Now
If
we're
I
gonna
remember
make you guys
correctly-
do it for the whole lesson for the next 5 years until you get the
If I
hang of
remember
it.
correctly,
Alright?
our school, genuinely, while we were in, this was like, junior school, so not that advanced. So then again, my senior school didn't advance too much further anyway. But junior school was basically like, this is how you browse the web. Senior school comes along, it's like, this is how you use things like Word. It's just like basically just typing in Word and stuff. I'm just like, are you fucking serious? You're gonna teach us to type in Word?
It's really interesting how like IT seriously, especially in primary, has to be like seriously the most useless class. Because like I remember doing Mavis Beacon or whatever it was called, and my my words per minute were like so slow. And then like I stopped doing IT and I actually got a computer and went into the real world, and now I can actually type fast and I actually know how to use a computer. Pretty much
stopped using
everything I
PowerPoint.
learned
Oh,
was not from school. Everything
Yeah.
I learned was either from friends who actually knew how to use computers or the internet. So
I've actually got
Yeah.
a really fucking funny email. So my brother, he's like an accountant, right? And pretty much instead of like sending out statements, I might want to be a bit careful with this because this is about work, but instead of sending out statements, he wants people to like sign up for emailing, so that will just send your statement in email form. And this guy sent an email back and said, it already takes 4 days to get here. No big deal. Send it at the current rate. Under no circumstances will I sign up for a system that is subject to the whims of an ISP and hackers to deliver my financial transactions. Oh my God. I read that at uni and I almost pissed myself laughing. This guy thinks that like there's just a whole bunch of hackers from China that are just like, alrighty guys, let's find out what he's doing
Let's get Dave.
at a country club.
I just love it when people go, oh my gosh, people on the internet make fun of me. And it's like, oh boy.
That's because you're on the internet.
That's the
Yeah.
help part of the
Welcome.
internet to get
Not nice
insulted.
people.
Yep, it's like, dude, come on. It's not like, you know, in real life, it's like you get made fun of and then you go to the internet and you don't get made fun of. If anything, it's like, it's the opposite. It's like, you
Yeah.
know, you go to school, everyone's pretty, well, at my school, everyone's pretty nice, nobody is ragging on you or anything, and then you go on Reddit and then you just get downvoted to oblivion or something.
I wish I had a nice school like you. They threw rocks at me.
Dude.
What
Did
the
you ask
hell?
for
They
the
tried
rocks,
to
though?
stone you.
Yeah, I wasn't really popular, so
I
It
never
was like-
was. I am
but-
now.
nobody really gives a crap about, you know, people who don't have a large group of friends because there's no one to back you up. And
That's lame.
because I was the loner of the school, kind of everyone just like, he's pickings, just throw stones at him for amusement.
Dude.
It was
Jesus Christ.
Hell,
It-
my
this
got
gosh.
depressing. Right.
Yeah.
What asshole?
But it's
Segue
okay.
away from depressing.
It's okay. The
I'm gonna
ending was
try
pretty
and-
nice. They all got in jail.
Oh, well, that's
Oh.
always good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and bring the
Justice was
tone up a
served.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all end on death row.
It's not like I'm just gonna deal with it. Like I'm just gonna let them throw rocks at me for like the entire high school. Fuck that.
I think I was actually more of a badass in primary school than I was in high school. Like,
Yeah.
much more, just because I didn't give a shit. Like, I'd just punch anyone that, like, if they were, like, being a dick. Like, really, like, I just didn't care. But then when I was in high school, I was like, it could have bad consequences, you know? Assault's pretty big now. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when we did go to that IT thing, there were, like, these people from a private school, and they were just, like,
Oh,
they, like,
those
we were
guys.
using their computers or something. And I just sat with my mate and we started doing whatever they told us to do. And then these guys from the private school were like, "Oh, you're on my computer," and I was like, and
What?
and I was like, "I already done all this work. I'm not gonna do it again." He's like, "Yeah, but you should sit over here. This isn't my computer." And I was just like, "Fuck off." And then
What a wanker.
I was pretty much the Malcolm Reynolds of the nerdiest IT thing ever, and I just like told him to fuck off, and he left, and I was like, "My God, I'm a badass."
Was he wearing a douchey blazer?
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
he was.
Oh!
They all were
I know the
douchebags.
guy.
I
That guy.
cause my school's a private school. I remember when they were like, "Oh yeah, should we get blazers for the school?" And they wanted to charge like $800 for it, and the parents were like, "Fuck no!" They were like, "No way!" So
$800.
no blazers for us. Yeah, we're like, "What the hell is this? Like an Italian suit?
blazer.
What the shit?"
My
But yeah,
God.
they were like, how about no? How about we just have normal jumpers because they
Yeah.
seem to be doing the job. So
We almost
Yeah.
got, those varsity jackets that they have
Oh,
in
yeah.
America,
yeah.
like from like the 1980s. Those kind of like really
We've
like
had
jockey
them
jackets.
for 3 years in a row with
We-
like the
We
year 12
almost
thing.
got them in, and it was it would have been so good. We were gonna just be like all like greasers and just be like, "Hey, you're gonna go kaputz, you say?" But no one else voted them in. Like those like so close. It's like, damn.
Yeah, we've done it 3 years in a row, but this year's finally hoodies with stripes on the side. So we're gonna be like race car drivers.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna be like boom boom everywhere.
Yeah,
Mm.
we
Last
should
time
probably
I-
start, we should probably start topics, shouldn't we? Because
Yeah.
we do
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
few, and
We actually do have a podcast.
and I've got to go in like 25 minutes.
Okay.
But don't speed up, all right? I'll just leave midway.
Yeah,
Rest in
25
peace, in
minutes to
peace.
finish the podcast. Go everyone, right?
Run on.
Anyway, so first thing on the agenda is
An hour and a half later.
Yeah, friend.
the YouTube subscription service. Has
So
anyone heard
dank,
about this?
smoke weed every day in the 360 no scope, baby.
And everything is in Comic Sans.
Oh
That makes
god.
sense. I don't understand the
But-
problem.
What, the subscription service for YouTube?
Yes. I see everything.
Okay, well basically,
Oh yeah.
YouTube is changing their service now so that
Wait,
there
really?
is, from what I've heard now, is basically there's no more adverts if you pay a subscription service. You pay a subscription service, and then there's no more adverts. It's like $10 a month or whatever, and people earn money. If you don't agree to these monetization terms, by the way, all of your videos are made private. Yep, everything.
Oh yeah, so basically it's like either join us or go fuck yourself.
Yeah, basically. But the way that this is working is there's a subscription service, and the people pay the subscription, and then they go, hey, look, I paid a subscription. And that's how they're supposed to support their favorite YouTubers. Now, the way that this works, of course, is YouTube takes all this big pile of money and then says, right, okay, so the way that we'll work this out is we can go, oh, look, the gaming content can have 5% of that money, and then that 5% of that money gets shared between all of the people that make gaming content, depending on how many views they get and their retention, etc. If YouTube chooses, they can say, well, gaming content gets 1% of all of the money, and they can fight over that. Fuck you.
Yeah, which
that
is
seems really-
ridiculous. Especially for
Yeah.
the bigger YouTubers. Like bigger YouTubers are now gonna
Yeah.
have to go get shitty jobs off
Or
doing
brand deals.
other things.
Or brand
and
deals
yeah.
or Patreon. There is
Yeah.
alternatives, of course, there's Patreon
Yeah.
brand deals and stuff. But the thing is, some people in YouTube and that who have made this their business and they've kind of lived off this money and that and never really wanted or liked the idea of doing Patreon. Now it's kind of like, do Patreon or fuck yourself.
It's really stupid though, like from a business perspective, because you think about it, like most of YouTube's content is gaming. Like there's vlogging, and then there's like, I don't know, what's another one? There's prank
Music.
videos.
Yeah.
No, but music can't be monetized for the most part, except for like big names. Like
Well,
covers
if you-
can't be monetized.
Yeah, but
Anything
if
like
you
that.
make your own, I mean, people make
Oh.
their own music and stuff.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say like heaps of them do. I'd say that gaming is definitely in the majority, and yet
Yeah.
they keep on just trying to fuck over the people who are making gaming content, which doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense, because as soon as Twitch goes, okay, let's make it so that you can watch videos on Twitch. So you can upload videos just like YouTube, and it's all just gaming content,
Yeah,
and there won't be
everyone's gonna
any.
be like, hey, we're getting out of here.
And we're not gonna screw over anyone. Then everyone's just gonna be like, I'm jumping ship. Like, screw YouTube, because
See,
Twitch already
that's
has
the
an
problem.
audience. Like,
And
as long
Twitch
as there's
has
an
been
audience
pretty
and there's a
good.
good system, then you're in money.
Yeah, and Twitch has been good to their streamers and that. So
Yeah, Twitch are very
Yeah.
good.
I've
But
YouTube just keep
this is a
digging
problem.
themselves a bigger hole.
Yeah.
Every year, something else always happens.
I'm becoming more distant with YouTube. Like I used to love the service, but like over the years I've just been getting over it because like freaking the updates, they just so stupid. I'm still like
Yeah.
I'm debating whether Google Plus should ever have even, been included in YouTube.
No,
Shouldn't have it fucked up everything.
no.
But
there's a few things that are pretty good. Like, not about Google Plus, but about like YouTube. But for the most part, it's like it's a good service, but it's not like doesn't. It's pretty bad in a lot of respects, just because of the way it treats uploaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it gets worse in the respect of like I was watching NerdCube's vlog about this morning and that, and he brought out some good points. Have you ever watched YouTube Rewind? And have you ever noticed how many gaming content producers are in that?
No, but I mean, you only have to look at like top subscribed, and it's all just gamers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even
no,
if they're not a gamer,
in-
then they have a channel about gaming that is like,
Yeah,
And then
but
you have like a couple of vloggers, and like
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
but there's YouTube Rewind, which is a big thing that YouTube makes, which last year, for the first time ever, if I remember correctly, featured one channel, which was PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
Last one.
And
that was the
everyone
first time
was
there's ever been a
like-
gamer in it.
And everyone
my
was
knowledge.
like, "Are you serious?" Like, pretty much the top 10 are all like gaming channels.
yeah.
And
Like,
then there is the Making YouTube or something. They did a documentary on sort of like people who have YouTube as their real life money and stuff. I don't think there was any gaming creating content producers in that. In a documentary
oh,
about
boy.
earning money from it, when the most subscribed person is PewDiePie.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
You-
like,
I don't really like how YouTube does its business. A lot of people get screwed over. A lot more than
It's-
people.
Only if you do
Stupid.
gaming content.
yeah.
Oh no
Gaming
no no
content-
no 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 no! Animators for one also got shafted a lot.
Animators.
Animators, yeah, people who draw and
Animators.
Animators.
An-
not
Animators.
Keep saying
animators.
animators.
That's right.
No, it isn't.
Animators. Like
That's how I
There's
say
an
it.
N in there, not an M.
Animal.
I have glasses on and I say deal with it. Mm-hmm. Just like the frog.
I
Oh.
have I have 2 pairs, 4 pairs actually surrounding me.
Are you wearing it?
I was about to say, are you wearing them all at
Yeah.
the same time?
I'm gonna
You'd
put
be
them all
so
on now.
blind if you
Do it.
did.
This isn't gonna make much difference to you,
rest,
but
rest in peace, eyes. R.I.P. in peace, eyes.
that's 2 pairs of glasses on. I
But
can't
yeah,
even see anymore.
But I'm
Why
just
am I
saying,
doing
like, to have like to make a living on YouTube as an animator, you
Oh my
It's
god!
impossible.
Stop!
just
Okay,
deal
I
with
have
how
3
I
pairs
say
of
it.
glasses
God
on.
damn
I
it!
can say deal with it more then.
But it's incorrect, Apple.
is.
It's incorrect.
yeah.
Just go destroy my entire
Really,
English
story.
like
language.
grinding my gears. It's just grinding on me. I twitch every
Oh.
time you say animators.
Animators,
It's not
animators,
sexy,
animators,
Apple.
Animators, 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 animators.
Dominators.
No.
Kill
Animators.
yourself.
God, I'm jizzing buckets.
What?
What?
That's going along with the whole,
Dude.
Sexy thing.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, I'm just grinding against everyone. Oh yeah, you like that?
Anyway, Apple, you had your
Oh, boy.
story or whatever before
About
Alex got
animators.
uncouth.
Animators. God damn, you guys.
and new
listen.
metal.
Animators.
Just listen to the goddamn story.
Okay, you're saying about animators.
To like create a living, you have to have like a certain amount of time watched in like a certain amount of time. So like every 3 weeks, you have to have like 15 minutes watch, for example. Try doing that drawing 15 minutes
Yeah.
every like 3 weeks,
That's the
and
point.
that's why animation on YouTube is really hard to do, because you can't get anywhere. And
Well, you You can, but with this new system, you can't
Can't.
earn money from it. You can't
Well-
earn money from it. If the current system, you can, because there's loads of people that do them. But
you can't.
with this
do it.
new system, you can't, because the
No.
time that it'll take you to make a video.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
just like every time, YouTube come up with like an update. When they add things, it works, but when they change things, it just ruins it. Like, they've added features and that, and they've added some pretty cool features, but every time they change something that's already fine, they've ruined it. Like with the comment section, you can't, like, I couldn't even reply to half of the people who commented on my videos because of that. It made you do a plus and then type in their name. But I'm like, what if they have a generic name without a profile picture? I don't know which person I'm, like, tagging. It's so stupid.
Or even when there's like not a reply button there because they haven't
Oh,
connected like their Google account, and
yeah.
you like if they ask a question, you like have to answer them. How?
Yeah, I know, and I don't want to be an asshole who doesn't reply. And then I have to reply on my video, and chances are they haven't seen it for obvious reasons. But it's so dumb. That's why I've had to, like, go onto their, like, profile and be like, oh, I replied to it, but YouTube's a dick, so,
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's not like a bad system. Well, it's a bad system or a bad implementation, but it's not really too much of a bad system. Like you think about it, what they're trying to do is just make it so that people who don't want ads but still want to support content creators can do so. But I don't know.
It's
I'd
a
say
bad
that
way of
it's
doing it, though.
yeah. I'd say that it would be smarter if there was like a monthly fee that the content creator could set to
Yeah.
not have ads on their video.
But
But then
like,
you
why
only have it
couldn't-
for your video. So say I go, all right, so it'll be at 10 cents, and then 100 people sign up for that, and then I have like $10 or $100 math. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a much smarter system.
Yeah,
Because
it's
then
just
you
like-
can actually value your ads a little bit better.
Yeah.
But rather than just saying $5 like account wide for everything, it's a bit stupid.
Yeah, or it's like, or porquenos los dos. Why can't we have, like, monetization and subscriptions? So if you don't... It's like having cable TV or something. If you don't want ads, you pay the subscription. If you don't really give a crap about ads, you just suck it up and watch dim ads. Or use ad blocker if you're...
Yeah, I was just about to
Scumming
bring
it.
that up, but like, people who don't want to watch ads just use ad blocker. They won't pay, probably.
Yeah.
Like, for
That's
me,
the thing.
I don't have, like, any money to give anyone. So I, like, I'll watch the ads if I like that channel and that. But, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, I wanna feel like I'm supporting the channel without having to spend money in that, because I kind of don't have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be like, oh, just watching their video isn't going to do a whole lot.
No.
So,
Yeah, and even then, like, there's like some like videos that I don't mind watching ads for. Then
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch that I'm like, nah, they didn't deserve the money.
yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
it's just some douchebag who's intentionally making like sexist like material for the sake of being edgy, then it's like, oh, he doesn't deserve money. Why? I don't
Yeah.
want that.
Hey, leave my content alone.
But yeah, I think
I would say I have the best clickbait and sexist remarks ever.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that I ever the only person I ever subbed to, like, say in terms of Twitch with their subscriber system, the only person I subscribed to was Dodger, and that's the only person, and that's all I can afford as well. So
Did you get the shout out?
yes,
Oh
yes I
my
did.
God.
Why?
I don't know. Seems like the only reason to do it. Like, I mean, other than giving them money. No.
I don't know.
Well, she does that at the end of every episode. She's like, okay, all these people subscribe.
Doesn't do that as it goes along. It's pretty shit.
Well, she does that as well, but, when you're playing Towerfall on, like, hardcore, you kind of don't have time to look at all the people who sub to you as you're
There's a
trying
thing
not to die.
there's a thing you can get that comes up. I remember I had it, and no matter what was happening, I always said, "Welcome to the stream, buddy."
But if you've seen her play, like, freaking Towerfall, no deaths, on hardcore. That shit's hard, man. I don't blame her.
Gonna level with you. I have no idea what Towerfall is. Hang on, let me look that up.
Neither.
Also, there's a big problem of bigger names have more subscribers, so that would be going batshit. It was
Yeah, true.
like so many people. I've seen it. Like a friend of mine, T, when he streamed. I don't know if he does it anymore. I haven't seen him stream in a while, but when he used to and that, and like the every now and again when he'd like get raided by like a friend or something, and that would only be like 20, 30 people coming over, but all those people see his content, and all those people start following, and then you have the like follower announcement thing, and it just breaks. It just can't. It can't handle have like even like 30 people just you doing it.
It should
Like
just...
it's the same when I used to have it on my stream. It was like it can probably load about 5 in, and then after that point, it's just like, nope, I can't even register names anymore.
You'd think it'd be able to do it though. Like, I wouldn't think that'd be too hard to fix. Like, you just have to delay it for a bit, don't you? Like, whenever it receives a sub, it reads it, but then it waits like 20 seconds or something to read the next one, so then it doesn't overload it. I don't know.
Depends. I don't know. I
No,
don't
but I mean,
do
then
that stuff, but yeah.
then it comes up every 20 seconds or so, so it's delayed. But at least it doesn't all just come up at once to be like, oh my god, can't do it.
But also the problem is the fact is if you delay it, then I remember hearing about this as well. Is a bigger streamer. I can't remember her name, but it's some streamer who used to stream Minecraft or does still. I don't know. They stream Minecraft and that, and a friend of mine was saying that they watch their content, but they started to sort of go off their content now, like their streaming and stuff, because this was a while ago. But he said that one of her streams was pretty much the entire like 2 hours or so was just her reading like subs, because you'd get a shout out if you sub to her, and so for some reason she blew up that day, sort of thing. So she basically spent 2 hours just reading subs, doing literally nothing in game.
That's
just reading subs.
Like, then at that point, the shout out
But
has no
that's the
value
point.
because it's just
That's the point, though. It's like, if you do it as it happens, when you're bigger and that, you get a lot of people coming at the same time, and it's like hard to. It's like, it's either you do all of them or none.
Yeah.
Do we need a new topic?
Well, yeah,
so.
yeah, I think. I'm not even.
That's...
We got so many topics to go through.
Yeah, well, we can skip some of them.
It doesn't.
All of them. Skip all of them.
It didn't seem that
Okay, right.
much.
I'll quickly run through some topics. The Internet Game Database is now open from after beta something several years ago. Yay!
What?
IGDB, which is like IMDb. Fuck. Basically, the IMDb thing for games is open now. And Sony also bought On Live and then shut it down because who really uses On Live? There you go. That's 2 topics done.
Boom! Done.
Okay.
Boom. Now, GOG is awesome, and they are allowing you to turn game keys into DRM-free copies, which is freaking awesome. I love GOG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
GOG
use
is
it
cool.
only for like Fallout and stuff. Really.
Yeah, but like they're the only sort of place that you can really reliably get good working old games. It seems it's like
I only need
and
Fallout.
Yeah, well, but like if you look on Steam, Steam. I don't know if Steam still has Fallout on it. Like
it does.
Yeah,
but like,
it does.
to.
But yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that it didn't for a while. Like it only sort of recently sort of got those, and GOG had them before.
Because like I think there was like a lawsuit or something.
Probably.
Yeah, I can't remember who between, but that's why I got pulled off for a while.
Yeah, but GOG has so much cool stuff, and they do so many offers and stuff, and like, yeah, they're very good about it all, and it's DRM free, so you actually own the game. So, one of my big problems with Steam, and I wish I kind of thought about this before I started with Steam, although that time ago, 2 years or whatever it was, but is if Steam shuts down, all of my games that I own through Steam are gone.
Yeah.
I cannot use those anymore. Unless, of course, I don't know even if I've never actually looked into the files and stuff for Steam, but I don't know if when you download the game from Steam you get the exe on your computer or not.
You do,
or if
but
it just
it's internet based, so you need an internet connection and you need a server to connect to actually use it. So
Yeah,
if
there we go.
Steam did shut down, then all your games are void, and you don't. You technically own the right to play them, which we've discussed before. So
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, but Steam now has a in the new Steam agreement thing, there was a big lawsuit and big load of complaints because in the UK, you're not allowed to do what Steam does, which is basically the old way that they worded it was basically like, hey, once you bought this, you cannot claim back anything and you give up all your rights, sort of thing. To say like, oh look, you shut down the service, I can't play this game. They had like something blocking that basically, it's like blocking your rights. And then there's a big load of shit in the UK about it. So Steam decided to revamp that into wording well enough to do exactly the same thing. Like, it's like, great. So you raise a problem with Steam, and what they'll do is just change the wording and make it exactly the same. It's like, once you click this button, you lose all your rights. You waiver of them all. But with
yeah.
GOG, you get exe files.
I do like GOG. Everything,
Hmm.
like everything that I've ever downloaded from them. I think I got Fallout 1 and 2 for free because they lost the rights to it or something. And they were
Yeah,
just
they gave
like,
that away.
yeah, that was so good. They were just like, well, we're losing the rights. All right, everyone can just have it for free. And it's like, what? Really? Like, Fallout 1 and 2 are amazing. In fact, I should totally get them on my computer so I can
Yeah.
play it at uni
They
and not
just
do
gave out a
anything.
load, and also they have a lot of like sales, especially with like big bundles and stuff. Like I remember they had Bullfrog. Every single Bullfrog game that they had or have in their collection, they were just like, here's it all for like 20 quid. I'm just like, you serious? Yes. I would like every Bullfrog game that you have for 20 quid because that's just insane. Like,
All that value. All
yeah,
that
well,
value.
they're older games, but they're good games. Like Theme Hospital and Theme Park, Dungeon Keeper 2 and Dungeon Keeper 1. Fuck yes.
They're all pretty
Like,
cheap, like, on there as well, like all the games that they
yeah.
do have.
I
Just
mean, and
looking
they're
at it
also
now.
always having like massive like deals and stuff. Like just looking on GOG at the moment, it's like, here's 44 games all like at half price. It's like, what? Rayman. Everyone loves Rayman. That's currently on there for fucking like 169 for the original Rayman.
Yeah, they got
Go
Beyond
on to
Good and Evil
Steam.
for $5. Shit,
Yeah.
that is a good deal. All right, let's
See,
just
it's
calm
like
down. All right.
Calm down,
this is the thing.
guys.
Like, you go to Steam and they'd be like, "Fuck you, we'll charge you triple." Like, I like Steam service, but fuck, are they bad when it comes to money? I mean, we have Steam sales and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
I was speaking to a friend about it, and Dark Souls 2, that was something like £40 in the UK, and in America it's something like $50. Money translation doesn't work that way, Steam.
Oh.
I
No,
like.
$10 more to buy no, because $40 40 quid translates to about $80.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This doesn't work that well, Steam.
yeah, I like it how in GOG it has the Australian dollar because in the past like 6 months, if you live in Australia, you'll know that the Australian dollar has gone to absolute shit. So
Yeah.
now everything is really expensive. So now instead of being like, oh, $60 Mortal Kombat X for on Steam, that's a good deal. Now I'm like, no, it isn't.
$80.
It's like $90.
Yup.
Yeah.
I just go buy it in a store. Like it's cool. It's interesting because it hasn't been like that for a few years, and now I'm just like, oh, I missed the dollar. Of
Yeah,
course,
like
that has a whole bunch of other effects, which is all not bad. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's
It's
annoying
like,
for
why
me.
did our dollar have to be so retarded? Because it was pretty, like, it was on par pretty much with the US for ages.
You don't want it to be high though.
And then it went.
Yeah, but you want it to be low because if your dollar is low, then your exports are cheaper or seen as cheaper by the US, so then they buy more exports.
Not unless you want to actually move to America, then you have to save up
No, no,
pretty
no,
much
but
twice as much.
no. From
As,
like
like,
an
you have.
from an Australian
Yeah,
point of view, if
From that, yeah.
so, if you want America to be importing stuff, China to be importing stuff, then the Australian dollar has to be weak because if
Yeah.
it's really strong, then everything is seen as really expensive.
But yeah, it's like from my point of view, it's shit because like I'm gonna move to America for work and that, and then I have to like save up a shit ton of money in
Always.
Australian dollars so I can have half the freaking money in America. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. This is absolute bullshit.
Or you could just wait until the Australian dollar gets good and then go.
Well, hopefully it does, but
Probably.
what if it doesn't in the next like few years? What if it just stays the same?
A few years probably, mate.
But yeah, I know, but like you never know. That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. I'm like, it better improve by the time I want to go. Otherwise, I'm
Could get worse.
punch a
You
baby.
bastards
Hey.
better improve the dollar.
Do we want to move on to the next topic?
Oh,
Hey.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know. GOG is good, and yeah, I like it.
Well, I like it. I love
It's good.
GOG.
yeah. Fallout 1 and 2. I got them on my laptop and I play them whenever I'm on a train or something. It was, drug lord on train.
I thought you were about to say, oh yeah, I just play it whenever I have my laptop, and I was like, no shit, Sherlock. I just play it whenever I play Fallout.
Isn't that game
It's okay.
like I haven't like played heaps of it, but I remember someone saying that you could
So
like pimp out your wife, and I'm like, that
Pretty
sounds like
much.
something that I'd totally do. Like just be like, baby, go make me some motherfucking money.
I think there is like different type of costumes you can put on her. I can't remember those. It's been a while.
Costumes,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Tangerine.
Oh.
If you're
Oh.
into like that pixelated type of stuff, it's
Dem pixels.
I never-
Dem polygons.
I've never done it because like I've been more interested in
Selling drugs.
selling drugs,
Hardcore drugs.
hardcore drugs.
Hardcore drugs.
Never had time for the boobs, just the
Wait.
drugs.
Fallout 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah, good. That's what I was thinking. All right, I'm gonna download this.
Fallout 1 is a bit harder.
I'm gonna pimp out my wife.
Yeah, Fallout 1. Jesus, that game. I accidentally caused the end of like most of the world.
How dare you?
I got taken by super mutants, and then they were like, well, the only choice they basically give me was like, sell out your vault, and I was like, oh shit, I done a goof.
Once you get captured
Done
by those
goofed.
guys, it's over.
I'd totally sell out the vault. I'd be like, yeah, it's over there.
What, is it actually impossible to escape from there?
I've tried many hours to try and do that, but like
Fuck,
I've never done it.
the bastards! I didn't know.
Beasted. Beasted.
Like
Yeah.
you start in like a jail cell with absolutely nothing. So unless you have unarmored, you're not going to be good in combat. And they've got armor, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no.
like,
get wrecked.
unless you can hit them in like one go and kill them with their armor on, they're gonna kill you in maybe 2 turns if you're lucky. Because they've got plasma weapons and those weapons just tear right through you. One plasma, like if it even just scrapes on your knee, it just body disintegrates because you got no armor. So, but if you kill one guy, that's all you need, and then you can kill the
Yeah, but then
rest.
there's the problem of killing that one guy.
The boss is
Yeah.
probably gonna smash your ass, and then like use your bones as toothpicks.
Yeah. One last thing on GOG, which is a benefit. As much as I like comedy gag reviews on Steam, like some of them are quite funny. The problem is on Steam, everyone is trying to do the exact same thing. Everyone's trying to make comedy gag reviews and stuff to get to the top rated. Especially if you do videos, I'll admit I do the same
I
thing.
hate this so much.
I do the same thing because it's good for fucking videos. If you have videos and that, and you have a comedic video or whatever that you've made on the game, and you made a comedy review thing, and that gets uploaded, you can get a fucking lot of views from that. But on
I know,
GOG,
but-
you have none of that bullshit.
It's just
a
the whole like
one-time
review
star.
system on Steam is now like redundant because idiots just go on every single game. They're like, "Oh, this game is good because I can do one small thing," and then they have like 3 hours on their thing, and it's like, wow, so funny, so not overdone, so original.
I
You should
mean,
be a
it's funny when
comedian.
like 1 or 2 person does it, or they don't do it
Yeah.
clever. But yeah, a lot of people don't do it smart.
Yeah, a lot of people are just not funny. Just not gifted in that area. I mean, they should really just look to something else.
Yeah, you know when someone's trying too hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's a
sticks
lot
out
of
like a red thumb.
sticks out like a red thumb. You should try more text and draw with that next time. That'd be so cool.
Um,
So drunk.
so Alex, you do like Resident Evil a lot more than the rest of us,
I
I'd say.
do.
So this is your
I do.
topic.
I added this topic as well, which is Resident Evil 5, the Gold Edition, which they've recently released, which is it's been available for around about 5 years for the console, which the Gold Edition has all of the DLC included, and the DLC's never actually been on PC till now, effectively. They released all the DLC finally, which literally took so many petitions and stuff, and the DLC is great, it's good DLC in that, but there was a thing that I was trolling the internets and stuff, and I found a news article on the new Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition for the PC, and one of the developers or whatever was when they uploaded it on Steam and stuff, they forgot to remove like the paste bin link. I think it's either the paste bin link or just like a link to like one of their README files or something, which had all of the updates that they did during the development of this, like during the bringing out the Gold Edition stuff. And it has some bad stuff in that, because someone just copied it for it on paste bin. Like, you know, now that's never going away. That's on the internet. They can't stop that now, and everyone knows why now. But like there's a lot of bad stuff. I can't remember all the stuff in there, but the thing that stood out the most was they ripped out split screen, because recently we had Revelations 2. And modders put split screen back into Revelations 2, and we're like, well, fuck you, Capcom. We put it back in. You took it out deliberately. And then they were just like, oh, look, we've got split screen now. Just forget about those modders that put it back in. But what they've done with Resident Evil 5 Gold, they've deliberately taken out it. In their words, it says something along the lines of ripped out single-player code so modders cannot put it back in.
Yeah. And I think they said, I just read the article, I just skimmed over it, so I hope I don't miss anything. But pretty much it says that from a technical point of view, it makes it so that the actual game can't distinguish between two gamepads. So it sees gamepad 1 and gamepad 2, and it thinks that it doesn't know what to do with the second one. It just goes, all right, so it can't, it thinks that it is also trying to control player 1. So
yeah,
I think
like
that they did fix it though. Like modders.
No,
Yeah.
they can't. The code is literally gone.
Really?
The code required is gone from the game.
I thought I read that they
And
actually fixed it though.
Not Resident Evil Revelations 2 they did. For Resident Evil Revelations 5, the code has actually been fully removed from the game.
What a dick move, because like
Yeah.
Res 5 is one of those games where like
It's definitely a couch game.
yeah, definitely. And like why would you do that? What the hell?
That's the thing.
It's so funny that they just like remove it. They're just like,
put
yeah,
so
delete.
much hours into that. Yeah, I put so much hours into that game. I am one of the top fastest people at running Resident Evil 5. Not fast enough, of course, to go on to Awesome Games Done Quickly. Fucking best. But,
Bastards, still been over
How
that.
fast do you have to be to wait? How fast were you?
2 hour 50 mark.
And how?
The entire game?
What's world record?
I think it's around about 2 hour 40, 2 hour 30.
How the
Wow.
fuck are you not doing it then?
It's hard.
No,
It's
no, I mean,
really hard.
no, I mean, how to like did Good Games Done Quickly or whatever not let you speed run it on their network?
I've never applied because
Yeah.
I know someone can do it faster than me. There's
Yeah.
no point. It's like going to the Olympics and like cheering for second place after he's got second place. It's like you don't do that.
Second place is pretty good.
Yeah, it's still pretty good, man. You gotta.
Still, anyway, no.
It means you're the best loser.
I haven't played that game in fucking ages as well, so I probably wouldn't be able to do like 2 hours 50 completion in it. Also, 2 hours 50 is quite a long for a speed run, in my opinion. But yeah,
definitely. But nah.
it's
That's the game.
fucking annoying because they've just like they've literally like the paste bin. I can't remember some of the words like, but yeah, it's just it's like ripped out. Why?
Makes no
trying to-
sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the paste bin link. That is. I'll find the exact words that they put in.
I don't know why they rip it out. I'm trying to think of a way. Usually I try and think of like a reason why someone would do that. Like,
The code's already there, so like it takes more time to take stuff out than it is to like. I don't know. It just seems like.
There's no logic
fishy.
behind it. They just did it because they felt like it.
no, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, there's always a reason. No one's just like, you know what? People are gonna hate that. Let's take it out. Maybe there was like a problem with it. Maybe it was like messing up the rest of the game, and instead of trying to fix it, they kind of just were like, just remove it.
But why didn't they say that and go, oh yeah, we removed it because it was messing with the rest of the game? And then everyone would be like, oh, okay, that sucks, but...
Yeah, because then people would just say,
there's a
why don't you just
reason.
leave it in and then
Okay,
fix it? Like,
here we go. Build 1850. Remove split screen call. Build 18797. Menus for split screen shouldn't be there anymore. Build 1757. Ripped out the split screen code and motion controller code.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, motion controller they could do, but
Yeah, but
There was no point.
I don't even remember having motion controller in Resident Evil 5, to be perfectly honest.
I never used it.
I never
Nobody ever uses motion control. I remember with Killzone 3 or 4 or something, there was this massive thing about it because they're like, oh yeah, you get a gun. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
and then you just
It's a good game.
you're like walking around with this big like black thing with a big blue like colored bulb on the end. And you're just like,
yeah.
duh, it's just like the Wii, duh.
The PlayStation Move controller, god, that thing.
Yep.
Waste of money.
Yeah.
My God.
Killzone was still pretty cool though, without it.
Killzone games were great, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking great games, but Yeah.
But you don't need motion control.
Those had co-op. I remember co-oping through the whole thing and being like, yeah, that was fun.
yeah, I remember
That was
playing
back
that game
when,
on
like-
hard. That was hard.
I remember like that was like the I remember back when that was like the best like graphics. It was like, wow, how'd they even do that? And now it's like, oh, I see how they did that.
I see.
Oh, look at Final Fantasy 15. That's
Wow.
so pretty. Such a pretty game.
Final Fantasy games are supposed to be pretty, though.
Yeah, but it's so
Supposed to
pretty.
be.
Is
Would
it
we-
supposed-
Pretty.
Would we like to
So-
move on to
so
next
pretty.
topic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so actually, I haven't even looked at this, but it says that there's an early
Okay,
access
yeah,
for a
this-
sports manager simulator. Has early
Explain.
access gone too far? So, Eastside Hockey
Yeah.
Manager. I heard this was
East-
actually good though.
I saw this on Steam the other day, like a new manager thing, Eastside Hockey Manager, Early Access Edition. Now, I don't really care about early access things normally because, if I support a thing in early access, I know that it might not get finished, and I pay for the product which is already there, and I accept that, and I accept that maybe it might be finished, and that'd be freaking cool if it is finished, but doing early access for a simulator. Why would you need early access for a simulator?
What do you mean?
Well, normally early access is to refine and fix bugs and add content and stuff that's requested. You know, normally people, they do a little bit of content adding and stuff. They just released, effectively, an unfinished game. Now, with a simulator, it's a simulator. What could be unfinished about a simulator?
Yeah, and I
The-
think
Have they-
especially...
Are they missing people?
I
Yeah,
Game
think-
logic?
Yeah.
I think especially because they've made like a trillion other manager games as well,
Yeah.
and it's pretty much the same mechanics. Like it's nothing different.
Yeah, it's Sega. Sega made Football Manager. From the looks of this is identical to Football Manager. Why do you need it to be an early access?
There could be
didn't
like a
need
whole.
it to be.
Yeah, there could be
Yeah.
a whole heap of things though that they needed to add in the future, or that they wanted to add in the future, but they kind of were just like, all right, let's try and keep this project going. Like, you haven't really played
that
it,
I
so
see
you
it,
don't
though,
know
is-
that there's anything
Yeah, but
wrong
there's a
with
thing
it.
called content patches. You can release a full game and do content patches. A lot of devs do.
What's the difference between early access and
Yeah,
then a
what's the
content patch? Then,
difference?
like,
Early access is a very sour taste in a lot of people's mind. I don't.
Oh.
That's my point. Is a lot of people hate early access.
yeah.
I don't understand. Like, if it's the fact of it's done, but we're just going to add more content to it, then why call it early access? Why not just say? Because it's not my business because I'm not a person at Sega, but it just seems like a stupid idea from a business perspective to go, it's early access, because early access doesn't means not finished in most cases.
It says it in there like more. It has like under the more details why early access. Do you want me to read it? It's kind of long, but I can skim through it. Yes or no? Alright, I'll just
No.
Yeah,
We
skim
originally
for it.
published East Side Hockey Manager as a traditional box game between 2004 and 2007. However, we decided to shelve it as it simply didn't make financial sense to continue publishing in the old-fashioned way. At that time, we were not badly affected by piracy. We were also hit with the way retail used to work, particularly in the US. Box copies of the game would fly off the shelves in places where hockey was popular and would languish in places where it wasn't. And there was no system in place for boxes to be shifted from one state to another. Steam wasn't anywhere near popular back then as it is now, so we didn't have another digital solution. Getting the game into its current state has very much been a hobby project for a few of us at the studio. Up until now, we've worked on East Side Hockey Manager in what little spare time we have. Football Manager keeps us all very busy, but now using early access will give us some budget to be able to put more resources into East Side Hockey Manager while not losing anything from Football Manager. We're doing it now because we've hired some of the people we need to cover the extra work. So there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. Like they're putting like all their resources into Football Manager.
Yeah.
And this was the whole game at this point was made as a hobby from those guys because they've gone, all right, this is really cool, but we also want to make another manager game and try and get it off the ground. Because I remember, I've never actually played it, but I read an article on PC Gamer that said that it used to be a really like well-known managers simulator way back when, but it's been kind of absent. So I don't know, and I've heard good things about it anyway. So I don't know, it seems all good to me.
I don't understand why call it early access though, seeing as from what I just heard it is pretty damn complete.
They said that it isn't complete because it's only been done as a hobby at this point. So
they have more features and stuff planned.
Yeah, to keep the actual project going, they need to pump resources into it. And to actually pump more resources into it, they need money. But they don't want to release an unfinished product, so they're releasing it as early access so they can still get a bit of money without subtracting anything from Football Manager to put more money into it to eventually finish it, which is what early access is for.
Yeah. I admit I jumped the gun, but it's the fact of the way that it looks immediately is a sports simulator in early access, and a sports simulator as it quite basic and stuff, and it doesn't have too like with most early access games and stuff like core mechanics and stuff are missing and stuff. For example, Starbound, when that was released, there was no such thing as quests and stuff, and that's something they were going to add further down the line. Now, when you say early access sports simulator, if core mechanics are missing and stuff, the core mechanics things like people are missing or part of the simulation is missing.
Yeah,
that's what gets me. It's like
no, but it could be like refining of the simulation. It could be adding different aspects of the simulation, like maybe I don't know how many tickets you sell, or how like different players or different rosters or something like that, different leagues. So that could be a whole host of things. I don't really play manager games, so I wouldn't really know exactly what they should be adding into it or what they are adding into it. But it would be something like that, and it's probably not finished, which is why they would put in early access.
The thing with simulator games is you have to fight like the monotony or like the repetition of some simulator games. Like there was a
Euro Truck Simulator is awesome. Before you say that,
yeah,
what?
Don't you ever?
Fuck you! Euro Truck Simulator is the best.
I think it was Banished.
Just in case.
Let me just check. Was it Banished?
Banished is the thing where you're like a settlement and
build
your settlement up. Yeah.
I've played a bit of that. Well, not in Steam. I've had other ways, but anyway, it's a bit repetitive, and I don't really like it.
Yeah, I bought it because I was excited because I heard about it earlier, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this game's gonna be so cool." And I played it, and I was like, "Not worth the money."
My partner who plays those exclusively.
That's the reason why you should have simulators in like beta, because like people can like point out, what new features to add to the simulation to make it more interesting and more things to do. because that's the thing about simulators is just like when you find like the strat for like the simulator, it just becomes boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my partner really likes simulator game, like not really simulator, but city management games and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
City Skyline and stuff. But
Oh, so good.
yeah, but Banished, they played it for a little while and just haven't really played it ever since, just because as everyone has always told me with Banished and that, and as I've always heard, is you can't get past a certain point. It just becomes unmanageable eventually. Like your people will just die eventually, and there's nothing you can do about it. And apparently that's kind of what they were going for, I heard. Is like, hey, like you will never have the perfect settlement. It will always eventually die, which is kind of disheartening.
Yeah. I don't
Which
know
kind of
about
makes
that.
it go like, what's the point in this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes the whole
Like,
game
why
really
would I want to
redundant.
play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like but you know, yeah, it's like, but realistically, the people that play city building simulators and that like to make the perfect thing. They don't want to make a thing that they've just spent 20, 40 hours or so building up and it's like, oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
Better start that all again. That was Julius fun starting
That'd be
because no
really.
one really likes the starting stages.
Yeah.
Unless you like Dwarf Fortress. What?
That'd be really shit if City Skylines had like a death thing. Like your city can just like die at one point. It's just like, oh, too bad. I just
Oh
went,
god,
oh god, no, 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 no,
zombie
no, no.
invasion. You should have had those.
That would be a fucking cool mod. Like,
Uh,
really like hard to implement, but like if they went like totally out of right field, like after you build up your city at one point, and then it has just like a short simulation of what a zombie invasion would do to the city, that'd be cool.
like if you have too many like dead bodies around and you haven't like burnt them or something, or like dealt with that, then they arise from their grave and get like angry at people, and they
No,
start like nagging them, and then they go crazy and they jump off the river.
no, I
Into
mean
the beach.
like if you had like a you know like in SimCity 4 how you had like natural disasters. If you had one that was like a zombie invasion, right? And you release the virus in one point, you can see it spread, and
Yeah.
then strongholds are built, and then you can see like hordes of zombies coming down, and you can see as the population dwindles and
Oh
how
my
like your city
god,
develops afterwards. Really hard to implement, but it'd be so cool, and
that was so cool.
it'd only have to be like a small thing, and you wouldn't like it'd be the end stage of building anything, but it'd be really cool. I'd pay for that.
And you can see like the survivors trying to
Yeah,
gather supplies and stuff.
yeah,
That would be hell because you have to like make the SimCity game end because that the simulation game of the zombie virus. So
yeah.
that'd be a lot of like coding.
That'd be so dope.
But it'd be so cool.
Oh my god, I'd totally play that. All right, do we need another topic? Well, everyone's gone.
I'm really
Oh wait, no, you're
Huh?
not.
No?
I thought you were all gone.
no, I'm really excited for this game in particular. But yeah, Nintendo's new shooter, Splatoon.
I'm excited.
It will not have online voice chat.
No. Ah.
It has
Oh.
online though. It's very
I thought-
sort of. It has from what I've seen and heard and stuff in like press releases and all that sort of stuff. It's got a very good focus on online, but it also has the offline as well. But yeah, no voice chat to remove all the hatred and vitriol from it because good, fucking good.
I don't
You
care.
don't need that in your games. Like
When I go in like
imagine
so
having
when I go in mod,
um,
God damn it.
yeah.
You speak first because I'm a gentleman.
Oh,
Well, things like Dota have voice chat, and everyone fucking hates that game because it has voice chat and everyone hates each other. You remove the voice chat and you remove a lot of the hatred. And Nintendo's never been the hatred group, really. Kind of.
With Dota, like everyone automatically hates each other. I've never been in a match where people are like, "Yeah, you go." X name. There's never been like a moment where there's friendship bonding or anything. People just hate you, like for the smallest mistakes, and then that just grinds your gears, and then you like get angry at them for making their mistakes, and then it just goes into like a big giant vicious cycle of hatred. That's how my Dota games go.
Yeah, see, that's why I play League, Smite, and Heroes of the Storm. They get progressively better. Heroes of the Storm is a very friendly community. Smite's okay. League, isn't as bad as Dota, but isn't the perfect one. You know, if you play with a couple of friends, you can have some good fun in that.
It could
We
be because they're
playing
like
it.
free to play.
I don't think
Yeah,
so. I think it's more because I'm not gonna
it's a
like.
time
It's not
investment.
supposed to be like an insult, but I think Dota's a little bit more competitive than the other games. This is my
Yeah.
opinion.
Dota is it
Yeah,
has a
probably.
higher difficulty scaling, and also with things like Dota. I don't know. I've never played Dota properly myself. I've played like a couple of hours and so, and I couldn't get to grips on it. I didn't really like it too much. But from what I've seen from Dota, there isn't short matches. They're all really long
Yeah.
ones. I don't know how many sort of variations or map styles there are. But from what I've seen from Dota and people that stream Dota and that, because I enjoy watching because I love MOBAs, but is there's all of the matches are basically like 50 minutes each and stuff, and that's an hour out of your day. You don't want to spend that losing, realistically.
Yeah.
Whereas, for example, League, half an hour at max normally on a free lane, Summoner's Rift, half an hour. Sometimes it goes a little bit over. But you know, Smite, for example, most of my matches are over in about 30 minutes or so. Heroes, it gets even shorter, it's like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, Dota 2 goes on forever. The shortest game I've ever had was 15 minutes, and that was only because the other guys disconnected.
Huh.
That was
Yeah.
the only reason why it was that short.
I
Yeah,
do
that's the
like
thing,
the
like,
idea of
the
Heroes of the
length.
Storm, but only just because of like the characters that it has in it. Like it just has awesome characters from like Warcraft, Starcraft,
John
and
Key?
Diablo. What?
John Key, I got one. I got spares.
No,
Oh,
no,
look,
I've
So-
already,
I
I've
want
already
one.
got it,
I want
but I
one.
just
I
have,
want one.
I've never played it.
Okay,
I
yeah,
want
I'll give you
one.
one.
I want one. I want one.
I'll give you one, Apple.
Yes.
Yeah,
We will all
Blizzard sent me
play
like 4
Heroes.
keys. I used up 3 of them already, but yeah.
Oh, colors.
I think so.
Missing out. You probably
Aw.
get it anyway. Actually, I might even have a key. I'd have to look
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
it.
if you bought into it, Blizzard
Ew.
sent you 4.
Oh,
Really?
If you were in it, yeah.
oh, cool.
Blizzard sent you 4, so you could set up your own team. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Let's be a
Um,
team. Let's all go to like professional matches.
I don't think there's such thing as professional Heroes of the Storm, but okay.
There, we'll be the first professionals.
The problem is Heroes of the Storm doesn't have enough variation to actually have a competitive
I
side.
don't care. We'll do it anyway. We'll be the first. I swear, we'll go somewhere. We'll get all the monies.
All of
It's a fun game, though.
monies.
It's a fun game, fun MOBA. And also, Strife has just got onto Steam. If you like MOBAs, Strife's a good game that I haven't played because I don't have people to play it with. I haven't played Strife because it seems like it's like most MOBAs are a game that you play with friends because fuck doing that solo. And I've had Strife access since the early alphas, but I'm just like, I don't want to play on my own.
How much is it?
Strife's free to play.
Oh, well then I might play. Depending on if it looks good.
It's
Oh,
MOBA.
it's good.
It's fun.
I love
New-
Like
those.
Gigantic. I'm in the beta for Gigantic, and that's pretty much all I can say.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that game's pretty big.
Oh,
I'm in the beta for Gigantic. That's all I can say. I can't say very much. Like, it's very much
Wow.
under NDA. Like it's very much
Otherwise,
under NDA.
you'll die.
it's great.
You'll get
It-
lynched.
I haven't played it yet, but I've watched a lot of videos and stuff on it because I keep missing the playtesting days. But yeah, from the
Ah.
videos and stuff that I've seen, it's fucking good. Because like
Really,
in the like alpha forums and that, it's got actual like videos and stuff from the alpha.
Another
Yeah.
topic?
okay. Currently downloading
Yeah.
Strife because it looks good. Anyway,
It is. It's like
Nice.
League, but more friendly.
see, is like I actually do like Dota. Dota is one of my favorite MOBAs because it's so difficult. But once you get the hang of it, you start laughing at the people who don't, and you start like getting. It's to be like really mean, but like as soon as you get
can
to
be my
that
new
sort
MOBA
of level-
friend.
Sure. But like as soon as you start beating it and start like getting good at it, and like other people, you see other people like being bad, you just like feel like self gratification. Like you're no longer like the little fish. You're the big fish now. You're the bigger fish than you were before. And you're like, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Anyone
on
had
to the
that big
next
fish
topic.
feeling? No, it's
No.
just me.
Yeah, I'll go to the next topic. So
Oh.
GTA 5 Online has this bug, right? Pretty
Yeah.
much it allows
It's
you to
not a
bring
bug.
in. It
Oh
wasn't?
no, that
Yeah, it is a
I think
bug.
it was I thought it was a hack that
Bug,
people were
hack,
using.
all the same shit.
Whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, so pretty much allows the user to bring in a car from single player onto GTA Online. And, naturally, Rockstar tends to be a bit thingy about this kind of stuff. So pretty much they made it so that if you do, in fact, bring in the car, it just explodes automatically.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
love
of.
companies that do that.
It really just means that someone at Rockstar is just like, I have no idea how to fix this, but I can make it explode. And
Yeah,
then
that's
everybody is just like, duh, Rockstar is so funny. It's like, no, they just didn't know how to fix it.
no,
It
that's
just means that it's
hilarious in my mind.
broken, so they're
I,
just like, just make it explode. Oh, well, they'll do it.
I doubt that's the reason, but it's funny. So
but well, it's because they like a lot of companies and stuff. Like same with piracy and stuff. They'll try. Well, not a lot, but some companies will be very fun about it and stuff. Like Paradox. They did with Magica. I think it was like 12 or something updates in about 11 weeks or something. I don't know. There's a lot of updates in a very short time that they did, and they did that because there was people pirating the game, and they did it on the idea of, well, rather than making a game which is just like, fuck you pirates, fucking sue you, or putting like DRM on it, they did a lot of updates so that the people who bought it legitimately would have an easier time playing it, because the people that were pirating it, every like week or so they had to get a new crack. And the people that were cracking it were just, by the end of it, they were just like, fuck it, I can't be bothered. And yeah, piracy went really far down for it because just people could not be bothered to do that every week. And there's other companies that have done similar things and stuff. I know there's a couple of games that I heard of, I don't remember the names off the top of my head, but like you get a certain distance into the game and then like there's a game breaking glitch or something that you can't get past because you've pirated it. Or GTA 4, if you pirated that game, every car that you got into drove at like stupidly fast and you couldn't stop it and it would catch fire. Like,
wow.
no, it wouldn't catch fire, sorry. It went to black smoke, but so like any sort of bump would like make it explode. So you're just constantly driving sort of thing. And they do these things and that for fun because like I've heard that people who like pirated games, of course, have come across these glitches and that, then went to the official forums and just been like, oh look, my game's glitching out. It's like I get into a car and it just drives infinitely. And then like one of the devs is a bit, that's because you pirated. Fuck you. It's like a great way of dealing with it rather than going DRM, fuck you.
But what if there's an actual problem like with the bug out game, and it's like coincidental? That'd be so funny if that happened.
Yeah, that would be, but I think, most developers that do this at least are sensible enough to know what they're doing enough to this extent that real copies won't be affected.
Yeah, that's true. But still,
Yeah,
in my mind, it'd be funny.
You could always run into problems. Like,
Yeah.
you never know.
You could, but I mean, yeah.
No piece of software is
kinda-
completely
Yeah, foolproof.
perfect.
Yeah.
There's you can never ever make a perfect piece of code ever. That's
I know you can't. But,
Unless you're making like Hello World, then yeah, it's about as simple as you can get, I think.
yeah. If it's
What's Hello World?
So Hello World pretty much just prints to the terminal. It just writes Hello World, and
Oh.
it's usually what coders write as their first program. So if
Okay.
you ever learn coding, odds are it'll be the first thing you write, and it's really simple. So
yeah.
I don't think you could overcode Hello World unless you were like really, really dedicated into making it as difficult for the computer to do as possible.
As a
Make any
person
fucking
like
sense.
sweating, like wiping sweat off his brow, just like gotta make it perfect. Weeks, months later, it's like, right, I've made Hello World. It runs on a supercomputer.
Uh,
No other computer can run it.
He puts
That
up
used
the
to be true back
specs.
in the
It's
day.
like, you're gonna need at least a 980, alright? You know what?
It's real graphical intensive, man.
Probably
I
a
make my own
Titan.
font.
Gonna need an i7
Wow.
and
You're gonna need
64
future
gigs of
tech.
RAM.
What's
54
up, future
gigs.
tech? Yeah, I've made my
So
own
ridiculous.
programs and stuff as well to run it. I've built my own hardware specifically for it. I come from the future.
What?
No, correction. We come from the future because we're from Australia. So
Yeah.
correct.
Get
Yeah,
right.
we-
Yeah. Well, then again, I'm
Yeah,
British, and everyone knows Doctor Who rides around in a British police box.
But are you
Therefore-
the Doctor? No.
Fuck!
No.
You discovered me!
Oh.
I love it how you opened that sentence with this. Well, I'm British.
I should
Yeah.
stop taking these jokes so seriously. I realized after I did that, I threw my headset across the room and half ran out the door.
Oh.
But, yeah,
And we can't see that though.
Yeah.
Use a face cam so we can see
Yeah,
it,
right.
so we can laugh at you.
Next topic. I'm excited about the next topic.
Tom's just like, please, next topic.
All right, next topic.
Alright, so.
Witcher 3.
Ells, yeah.
Well, fellas, if you're so determined on announcing the topics, go right ahead. Screw you.
Okay, so for this topic, the Witcher 3 producer says he'd rather play it on PC at minimum than on an Xbox One.
Well, it's 30 FPS, and you know, it's probably it's definitely built for a PC.
Yeah.
Like CD Projekt Red has always been making games for PC. They had them on Xbox, but they didn't really make them especially for Xbox
Yeah.
or PS4 for that matter. The Witcher 3, which by the way can be completed in under 25 hours by speedrunners. Boom. Two topics in one.
Woo.
Segways.
Which I think is really stupid, because when a game has just come out, or not even come out, then you can complete. It pretty much takes you a set amount of time, because you haven't discovered any bugs, you haven't discovered any exploits yet. When Ocarina of Time came out and people started speedrunning that, they weren't just jumping through a wall and figuring out that. They were just all right, let's do this as fast as possible. Run to wherever and do this and do that. They weren't just glitching automatically. So obviously it's going to take 25 hours. But still pretty cool. Witcher 3 is going to be absolutely amazeballs.
Yes. It's sad that it's ending, but
No, I can give a shit about that. I just want to play it.
I was about to say you know it's gonna be a good ending, so you're not gonna play it and be like, what the shit is this?
Mortal Kombat X and The Witcher 3.
Garrett is a
My
cyborg
God.
from the future. Ah.
There's so many good games, and I'm playing Civilization 5. Like always.
You're addicted,
Yeah,
man.
well, just whatever.
I'm not
game you
addicted.
like, really.
Yeah.
I'm not addicted. Screw you guys. I'm not doing this topic again. God damn it.
I have
We're not going
not
through
got a
here.
problem.
I don't have a problem, and no problem here. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. Screw you.
Screw you guys. I'm going to go play some
Yeah.
5.
Screw you guys. I'm going Civilization 5.
Oh.
Yeah, there was no good joke there, but I tried.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I'm looking forward to The Witcher 3. Oh my god. They released that gameplay video today, and it looks so good. I was watching it, and I was just it's a month away. I want to play it.
Or 3
Uh-huh.
days to GTA 5.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game that's already been out for
Buenos Tostos.
Fuck you! I want it.
It's been out for a year though. You already have it.
I even I have it on PS3, but still,
It just
no one
looks
plays
better.
it.
Eh.
Looks so much better.
It might run like shit.
It looks like i6.
Are there any
That's-
reviews for it yet?
Of course not, because it's not released yet. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but-
I haven't looked up. Well,
Yeah,
no,
but
is anyone going to
sometimes
really?
there's reviews.
Well, TB might do a port report, but I don't think many people are going to review it because there isn't too much to review. It's already out.
No, but they still review it on PC. People will review anything.
People are fucking idiots, and realistically, all you need is a port report to say how good the port is. Like,
Yeah.
anyway.
They still say it anyway. Like the point is that I
Yeah.
don't know. I have no like. What's the word? I don't know. I don't think that it will run very well. Like
It might not, but if it
Rockstar
doesn't,
is
I'm
known for
going to
that.
come kill you.
It's not my fault. It's Rockstar, so you should go kill
No,
them if you're gonna put in the
you
effort.
said it.
Um,
Sorry, Tom.
oh,
You
well.
said it.
That sucks.
You made a mistake of saying it. It's your fault.
Sad thing about this is I probably won't be able to get this for like quite a long time, and by the time I get it, everyone's gonna be like, I don't really give a crap about it. It's Grand Theft Auto 7's coming out, so I'm gonna buy that instead.
I don't know. I think the specs are quite low. Minimum.
Uh, I, I don't know. Like, my computer's really
Yeah.
crap. Yeah.
Two quad Intel Core 2 quad CPU. You don't have that?
2.40.
4 gig RAM?
I got 4 gigs of RAM, yeah. But that's like straight up minimum.
NVIDIA 980?
Ideally, you want to be a little bit more higher than the minimum. Like the
Yeah,
best.
but I mean the straight up minimum, you know.
You'll probably be
Yeah,
alright if you have the minimum.
I could play it, but like it's still very expensive, and like trying to buy every other game as well. It's coming out. Like, I'm actually more interested in Mortal Kombat X.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely rather than GTA 5.
Because it's like a new thing. I have no idea of how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like Mortal Kombat just because of the fatalities. There was one where you like squeeze the testicles.
Yes.
Brutal. I
Squeeze.
just want to like humiliate my mates and just be like, I'm so much better than you at this.
Have you seen Casey Cage's fatality?
No, I don't want. I don't ruin it for me. All right, I want to go in with a fresh mind.
But it's the best fatality
Was it
ever.
wait? Was it the selfie one?
Yes. Yes, it was the selfie one.
That's not that good. She just like hits him with the bat or whatever, and then knocks off his jaw and takes a photo.
Yeah, she
Nah,
breaks
I didn't
her
care
jaw
for
with a
that.
toffner and takes a selfie.
It was
But
cool,
it's-
but it wasn't Mortal Kombat cool. Mortal Kombat
Yeah, but
cool
it's
is
the
like
fact that-
cool plus a billion. Like it's so
Yeah.
bad.
It's
Have you
just her
seen the
character
finishes?
she is the like daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya. Yeah, she's the
His
daughter of
dog.
Johnny Cage and Sonya, and she very much personifies that
Yeah,
with her
but
whole take a
yeah.
selfie with the person she's killed. It's awesome.
it's cool.
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
it's
Tom.
awesome, but it's not like Mortal Kombat awesome. It's not like awesome relative
Yeah.
to everything else.
I don't know.
It's really
The
hard to
original
top
one,
it.
Trilogy had some shitty ones. To be fair, though, if you think about those, you know, like Liu Kang turned into an arcade machine and dropped on someone. That's not that great.
Yeah, but yeah.
See,
Well, the last one I played
Fuck you.
was the 2013 one, was it? Yeah, I think it's
Armageddon?
no, yeah, the
or
most recent one.
the one with
PS3.
Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger or whatever.
The one on the one that's on Steam now, like the newest one, apart from
The one with
X.
Freddy Krueger. Yeah,
I think it has it. I don't know. I'd never played
yeah,
the DLC.
it does. It does.
Man, I thought that was really fun. Played the shit out of that. Even beat the last boss.
Wow.
I played a little bit of it, but I don't really like it as much.
I can't believe I beat the last boss. I remember it took
Noob
me
wasn't as good.
ages.
I felt Noob was nerfed. I don't like that. Noob was my favorite character.
I found it a little bit hard to chain things together. I think in the new one it's a lot easier, which looks cool. Because I do like that in fighting games where you like start figuring out moves and then you start chaining stuff together and you get more and more hits.
And you kill someone before they touch the ground.
Yeah,
You're that
I like
sort of
that.
dick.
But I
With
don't
that
like
dick.
it when it's kind of just like you hit them and then you're just exchanging kind of punches and just button mashing. Yeah, no, it kind of pisses me off. Should be able to like counter everything and figure it all out. But yeah.
Not like Dead or Alive then.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive's the best button masher.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play many fighting games. I play Super Smash Brothers
Yeah.
and Mortal Kombat, so both ends of the spectrum.
No,
Like
Super Smash is
totally
really
kiddie
complicated
and
though.
then brutal as shit. No, I mean
I'm
like
so
I don't
horrible
play
at.
it because I really enjoy fighting games. Just like I enjoy like the punching or whatever. I just play it because I don't know
It's just
Mortal Kombat because I like how brutal it is, and
yeah.
Super Smash Brothers because Super Smash
That meta
Brothers.
game.
Cause yeah, I know, right?
Uh,
So
it's just because it
BDS.
is. Anyway, do you want to talk about Dark Souls 2, Alex?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
So,
Yes.
um, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin has been released, and people are complaining because Scholar of the First Sins is a graphical update, according to most people. It's literally, it's a graphical update. I don't want to pay more money for that. It's like, well, fuck you, because they changed the game a lot. They changed like a ton. I haven't managed to play it yet, but a friend of mine's just been teasing me stuff. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna love Hyde's Tower of the Flame," and I'm just like, "Fuck you! You say a thing, and I will kill you." And um, it they've upped the graphics. They've also changed enemy placement. They've added new NPCs. They've added new weapons. They've added basically a load of new things. The only thing that's pretty much the same is it's still the same areas. The story itself isn't going to change. Kind of. They've added a new ending as well. But the story itself
Nice.
isn't going to change ish, but it has a new ending, which is what a lot of people were complaining about. Originally, they were like, "Oh, fuck this! You can only get one ending." Like, fuck that! I want the choice. And now you can do a second ending. It has new NPCs to explain the story further. It has new items, a lot of new shit. But people were just like, "It's a graphical update. I want to pay for a graphical update." Whereas, if you were a fan of Dark Souls, this wouldn't be a problem due to the fact that you would have already bought it. Like, I personally have bought all Dark Souls 2, and I bought the Season Pass, so I have all of the DLC for the original one, for Dark Souls 2. Because of that, I got Scholar of the Sin for £10, which is fucking cheap. And Scholar of the Sin is basically a graphical update with all new item placements, enemies, enemy placements, NPCs. So basically, an entirely new game, effectively, for 11 quid, and that also includes all of the DLC. Now, if you're new to the game, just buy the prettier version, don't you? That's not going to affect you either. Because realistically, with Dark Souls, you're not one or the other. You don't like, oh, I bought Dark Souls 2, but I didn't I didn't bother buying the DLC because I didn't like the game. It's like, okay, so you're not going to like Scholar of the First Sin. Or if you're like me, you like Dark Souls 2. It's like, I bought Dark Souls 2, I bought the season pack, so I can play the entire game. And it's like, cool, Scholar of the First Sin comes out. It's effectively a new game, and I can for 11 quid. And if you're new to it, of course, you don't own Dark Souls 2 or any of its DLC, so you might as well just go straight to Scholar of the First Sin and get the prettier version with the better explained story and the second ending.
Hmm.
That's the thing.
I
People are
don't
bitching
know.
about it. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are bitching about it, but I don't see the problem. It's like, I don't know. If you haven't played the game before, why would you care that a game that you've never played before or don't really have much interest in got a graphical update? If you have played the game before, did you enjoy it? Yes. Then you probably bought all the DLC, and you could just easily buy it stupidly fucking cheap because the discount is insane. Well, yeah, it's just I don't understand people. Like, they complain, but it's not a problem.
How much money do you have to sink in more than the actual game if you bought the game first, then the DLC, rather than the just DLC straight out? Is it more or?
What's
Because like
that?
I'm
If you
being
bought,
confused. Like it says, if you already own Dark Souls 2, you have to upgrade it with $30. Or is that not true? That's what I'm getting at the moment.
if you, well, I don't do it I can't do it in American because or Australian because I can't look at that server because I have UK Steam. But on UK Steam, yeah,
Yeah.
buying straight out Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, which will have all of its DLC, is £30. Or if you have Dark Souls 2 and the DLC or whatever, it's a 40% reduction off of a 10% reduction anyway. It's a 40% reduction. No, if you just have Dark Souls 2, it's a £10 reduction. Yeah. If you have all the
Yeah.
DLC, that's a 40 on that, so it's $11.99 rather than $29.99. Or if you just want to buy Dark Souls 2 itself, Like, if you've never played the game, of course, you might want to just buy the original, of course. To buy the original straight out, $29.99. No, sorry, $29.99 for the original game and all of its DLC. So you could either buy the shittier graphical version, or you could buy the newer version for literally the same price. If you're new, that's, you know?
Yeah. So in Australian, an upgrade from Dark Souls 2 to Scholar of the First Sin is $27. Or you can buy Dark Souls 2 for $55. Or you can just buy both of them for $55 anyway. So it doesn't really make any sense why anyone. I guess because it's the same price, everyone's kind of like, oh, why are we paying for this? But really, it's adding more stuff. It's just because the game, the value has the value of the game has increased, but it's just.
I would complain if it was just a graphical update, but it's not just a graphical update. It's got a lot more to it. They've added a load more content. Well, it's not really content, but I don't know. If you're into the Dark Souls games, you will appreciate that as content because it's changing how the game plays. Because that enemy that you've killed a million times on Dark Souls 2 might not be there, and they might be behind you now, stabbing you in the back because you're an idiot and you thought it was the same game. If you're new to it, the prices are the fucking same. It's just a win-win for both sides.
It seems as though a lot more people are not mad about it anyway. Like, it seems like it's a very 70-30 split, you know? There's a lot more people who are just like, oh yeah, it's good, than people who are going, oh no, it's just shit.
It's the vocal minority who are screaming and shouting about it, and everyone hears the vocal minority because the people who enjoy it just sit back and enjoy the fucking game. The other people are just like, fuck you, it's fucking shit, fuck everything. It's like, could you just shut the fuck up, please? And the people that actually appreciate and, understand the fact is the price is exactly the same, I don't understand people.
The only reason why I would have something wrong with this is if they charged a lot more for a lot less. But I don't think that's what they're doing. Like, I don't think it's bad what they're doing. I think I would still buy it.
Yeah.
I'm playing Dark Souls one day, but that's like probably a year from now because I got other games to play.
That's the point. If you're a fan, you probably own the original one anyway, and you get a massive reduction. If you're new, you can just buy the new one for the same price.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. I think the problem is coming from those people who aren't really much of a fan, so they didn't buy the DLC, because they're the sort of people who are object against DLC, but then they're not getting the super big reduction that the people that have all the DLC are, because they're getting it £10 cheaper, not 20 quid cheaper, like I did.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're in that middle zone, then sure, yeah, you're kind of getting a little bit screwed if you want the prettier graphics. If you don't want the prettier graphics, you can stay with the original game.
I'm just blessed in that sort of retrospect because I can't even use better graphics. I'll always get like 1 frame per second. It's like a slideshow.
You just play the original one. The original one's good anyway. Very good.
Yeah.
No longer has games for Windows Live.
Oh God! If it
doesn't
had
have that, it had it.
Oh, if it still had it, that'd be like a deal breaker, like straight away.
No. It had it, but they removed it. They patched out and put Steamworks in now.
Thank God! Oh my God!
Yeah. And they added achievements.
Oh, achievements! I can achievement die slower than normal.
Yeah. No, it has, because it had games for Windows Live and that had achievements, so they ported those over. But yeah, good games, and people should stop being bitches.
Cool.
The end.
Do we want to call it there?
No!
Oh, we got one more thing.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided was announced this week, and it's set 2 years after Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'm so excited. And that game was awesome. And it's like, in my opinion, one of the best cyberpunk games. Along with Shadowrun Returns. Shadowrun Hong Kong's coming out this year. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I loved Deus Ex Human Revolution.
So good.
I thought it was okay.
I loved everything up till the end, where it's like, hey, look, there's 3 endings, and it's like,
Yeah, it
okay,
was like with Mass Effect.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
That
the
was.
bit in between the end, like and the beginning, but I didn't like the end. The end was crap.
I don't think like really the ending isn't gonna make any difference in the next one. I don't think, or maybe it will make a tiny reference to it, but
The
you know,
problem is,
not
there's
so
3
much.
endings.
Yeah.
So one of those endings becomes canon, and it's like, eh. I
Yeah.
mean, I understand it was a very choice-driven game in that, which I loved. But then you get to the end, and it's like, well, all of your choices mattered for nothing because you can just pick whichever one you want.
Just like in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but such a good game. I can't wait for Cyberpunk 20 something something. I can't remember what the year is.
2066. Taking a random guess here.
Okay, I need to look this up. I'm looking it up, but I'm really excited for that. And if like they go down the route that it looks like they're going down, it's going to be similar to Deus Ex in the style and that, like you know,
It's got
cyberpunk and that. It's cool.
It's got Adam Jensen or whatever it's called.
Oh, it's
in it.
2077. What does?
The Mankind Divided still has the main character from
Oh
Human
yeah,
Revolution.
Yeah.
yeah.
Same guy.
I like
Which
that guy.
is really cool because he's such a badass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially,
Yeah.
I remember completing that entire game without killing anyone. I was just like, I'm such a
Oh
badass.
my gosh.
Oh
Same,
yeah, I
yeah.
did the same thing. Oh my god.
And it's so hard. It's so much easier to just get out your blade elbows and just go pew pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew,
There was
and
a-
everyone's dead.
There was a specific mission where I was so frustrated. I just bought like a a rifle and just went mission bam 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 bam. And then I just reloaded the save and tried to go through it without killing anyone. I eventually did. I tried. But I did eventually, but like for a few times I just had to like let out some pent up aggression.
Yep, because it can get really annoying.
Yeah,
Because
because like,
especially when your guns have like 1,000,000 bullets and then your stun gun or like sleep dart rifle, whatever, only have like 3 or something.
it's so ineffective and
So
they become
lame.
yeah. It's just like I don't know.
That's
It's so
why you
much
do
harder.
Non-lethal takedowns.
And also you
Fuck, is
really
that hard?
suffer.
Yeah.
Especially with the bosses as well.
Oh yeah. Those are just.
Yeah.
You go in,
Oh my gosh.
you go in with the bosses with non-lethal, and you're basically gonna be fucked.
Wasn't there this one where like pretty much the floor like became like electricity or something? Like
Yep.
you would get electrocuted if you stayed on the floor, and you had to find a place where there was no electricity or whatever. Good times.
Those boss levels are actually pretty difficult.
Yeah.
What I
Pretty
love the
cool,
most about
though.
those games is I played a lot of Human Revolution on that. I completed it 4 or 5 times, like fully, and I've actually found something out the other day that I never knew.
Oh no.
This is like
Surprises.
the game is so like big that there's certain parts that you won't know. And I played this years ago, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, there's a bit where like your your augments start like glitching out and that, and it says like
Oh,
go
yeah.
to this point and to get this injection or whatever, which will make them normal.
Yeah.
If you choose to, you can not do that, and you can play the rest of the game with your glitchy augments.
Oh.
And it
Wow.
changes one of the boss battles as well.
Oh,
And I was like,
Jeez,
really? Who would be that
That's-
fucking insane? But yeah, it's possible to complete the game with glitchy augments.
Wow.
wow.
And
That takes
there's the
some real
boss who
skill.
does something to your augments or whatever, and she can't do that anymore because you didn't do the injection thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Ah.
what? But yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
played the game 4 or 5 times and never realized that that was actually a choice that I could make. I always thought it was like, go
Right.
do this, Jensen. I was like, okay, fine. I'll sort out my augments.
Wait, I just realized something. I never got the injection. I thought that was normal. I didn't know you had to get the injection.
No, you sort out you get the injection and your augments work normally again.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just kept going because, and then later on I found out that the injections was like, could totally mess you up. So I was like, and then I was like, oh, good thing Jensen didn't get the injection, and I thought it was part of the story. So I was like, you're so smart, Jensen. And turns out that totally.
No, that's
not the only
basically
thing to
turning the
do.
game to hard mode.
Oh, no wonder I found it so difficult. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's basic. That's
Yeah.
like, Fallout 1 with no intelligence
Yeah,
level of
'cause-
just stupid.
Because I got to
yeah.
that point afterwards, and I was like, why is the game so hard?
Yeah, because I
Oh,
know
I
because
found
your
out the
HUD and stuff
reason.
like flashes and changes itself and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And like you can't keep a track on your ammo and stuff. And it's just stupid to even try. And yeah, I might go back and actually replay it now because I picked it up
Yeah,
on
I
PC the
actually
other
want
day.
to now.
I want to go. I think I want to
Nice.
go replay it to see what it's like not taking the injection. Because I
It's
never did
kinda-
that.
I love games like that because, like, even though I finished The Last of Us like a million times, freaking, I am still learning things that in the game. I'm still noticing all these little details I didn't pick up on like the first 4 times.
I
And
don't know.
especially if you watch videos like 10 things you didn't know about this, there's so many things I didn't know.
But my problem with that is like in The Last of Us, there isn't choices, which is it's normally those things that you don't know. I could be wrong, but normally those things that you're missing out on are literally like cosmetic things in the background or whatever.
Yeah,
Aren't
I liked that though, because it was like, oh, how do I say this without spoiling stuff?
It's a very old game.
No,
Yeah,
do
I
not
know,
spoil
but
The Last
okay,
of Us. If you
so
do,
I'm
will
not gonna
find
spoil
something.
it. I'm not gonna spoil it. So there's a part or whatever where something happens, and then later on when you go to Bill's town, Ellie's like, oh, have you got a minute? And you can either go piss off Ellie and walk off, which I did the first time because I didn't know you could talk to her because I was like, I didn't know where she was. And then the second time I played it, you'll talk to her and she'll be like, oh yeah, and she'll talk to you and it's actually a really cute moment.
Is this
Oh,
past the
I
giraffes?
didn't think that was optional. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's
okay, fine. I'll go over that.
You don't have to talk to her. And there's actually one thing where you give Bill Frank's suicide note or something. And that's not really a spoiler. That's not a spoiler at all. But yeah, you give
It's like the first hour of the game. Past that,
yeah.
I got up to the part with the giraffes, and then I kind of stopped playing.
Oh yeah, basically when like Ellie apologizes for Tess, and that's like optional. You don't have to.
Oh, I didn't know that happened.
But there's one bit where you like give Bill Frank's suicide note, and then he scrunches it up, and you can go and be a weirdo and pick it up again, and it's all scrunched up. And that's
I
a
did
little
that.
detail. That was cool. I didn't notice it the first time. And
I did
you know
that
what-
because I'm a hoarder.
You know when you give the other kid, can't remember his name, like that toy, or when Ellie gives him that toy,
Oh yeah, like
because his dad's like, no, there's no room for the toy, you beasted. Ellie, like, if you turn around for 5 seconds and then look back at Ellie, you can actually see her picking it up.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do it if you look at her
Yeah, I took
at all.
I took a
and
lot of
it's a little
time
detail.
playing through that game, and yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
I had time to finish these games.
Finish it! For goodness
Fuck
sakes.
uni work.
I've got shit that's actually important to do. Though.
It took me like 8 hours to finish the game.
Yeah.
That's like nothing.
It
Yeah,
took
but
me
I don't wanna
9,
rush
and
through
I
it.
took it took me 9, and I took enough time to know all of these things that Colours is talking about.
Yeah, I never noticed it because I just went through the story because I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? And then every other time I played it, I just played it casually, but obviously I've forgotten majority of the things that
I got
happen.
too much stuff to do. Can't be playing video games all day.
you
I gotta
seen,
make video games all day.
Wait. One throwback I didn't notice until like later on, until someone pointed out. You know, at the start when like Joel's about to get shot by that soldier, and he's like, "Please don't," or whatever.
Yeah.
If he
At
was
the
British.
end,
Please don't.
he
Please
the
don't, mate.
person that he kills at the end actually does the same thing, and then
Oh yeah.
he
At
shoots
the
them.
end. God
Yeah,
damn it,
and then
Colors.
he shoots them, and then like they die, and then
The end.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then turns out he's that asshole that he didn't like in the first one at the start.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's gonna be Last of Us 2. It's confirmed.
Oh, cool.
But not until after Uncharted 4, which has been postponed to 2016. So The Last of Us probably won't come out for another good, like, 4-5 years.
Aw.
I'm okay with that. I felt there shouldn't be a
I-
Last of Us 2
yeah.
because it was a confined story and it was good enough.
The thing is, though, they, like, because the devs and that, they're kind of like, oh, okay, if we can come up with a really good story that is actually not going to be an unnecessary sequel, they'd do it about Joel and Ellie. But otherwise, so far it's looking to be about other people, which I'm happy with because that's kind of what I wanted. Because I was like, you know, I don't want an unnecessary sequel about Ellie and Joel, but like they shouldn't kind of waste the universe because the universe was like set up so perfectly, and it's all the backstory in that is so good. I'm like, it'd be such a waste if they didn't use it again. So even if they do it in the same universe but a different characters, I would be so happy with that.
They should do the story of. They should do the story of woman who dies. You know.
They should,
What the hell is
I
wrong
don't-
with you people?
I don't know how
Shut
much-
up.
they should do
They don't
story.
know how much
I tried to keep it ambiguous. I was like, yeah, they die, so it could have been anyone. But now you've narrowed it down to a gender.
Just
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that
shut
game.
up. Like,
No,
Finish the game,
I'm,
Tom.
no, I'm pretty sure
Sorry I
she's
don't
dead
have all
very,
day to
very,
play
very,
video
very,
games.
very early. Like
Wait,
she's like
what?
one of the
I
first
haven't played
characters
it
to
yet.
die, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, that
Chance,
first
I-
one. I thought you were talking about the last one.
No, I'm talking about the like literally at basically the start of the game, like Joel's assistant woman.
Okay, now you've
Wow.
totally
That
like
is
narrowed
very
Yeah.
that.
specific,
Fine,
huh?
Tess dies
Yeah,
in the first
that's
like
the start
hour.
of the fucking game.
Wait, that fool hasn't played this game. Just stop
I
ruining
have-
it for him.
Play the game,
Apple won't play the game. He's busy with Civ 5.
or just
Oh,
watch
that's
my Let's Play. You beast.
I'll play it like if I was playing Civ 5 while playing through the game. So I'll
It
be
takes
like,
8 hours, not like 100 hours
That's my
or
point.
something.
Like 8 fucking hours, and people haven't completed it yet.
Oh my gosh.
it takes too much
People
time.
die, bad things happen, and the ending is sudden. How about that? There you go.
The ending was really sudden. Like, I thought the game was
Yeah.
going to end earlier. And I was like, okay, this is the end of the game. And it's like, no, winter, spring. And it kept going. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. And yeah, then the ending like happened so quick. It was like,
God,
it keeps going. Oh yeah, it keeps going. End.
Yeah.
But the ending's good. It's not like, oh my gosh, Ellie and Joel get hit by a car. The end.
Yeah.
No,
They
but the
get
ending
shot,
is like
the
being
end.
hit by a fucking car because it's literally just like
It
la di da di da
feels
playing
like
again,
that.
finished.
Yeah.
It doesn't even, if I remember correctly, it doesn't even like sort of transition into a cutscene. It just like has in-game cutscene for the like ending cutscene.
Wait, what?
I think, doesn't it? Like,
Wait,
you know, you're
what?
just traveling along and it just stays sort of in-game. It doesn't have like a sort of black screen transition to the cutscene. It just stays like that. It's like, they talk and then ending, done.
Oh,
I may have to
think
talk about
so.
you. I may have to talk to you about this without Tom because Tom's a little bit.
Yeah.
And me. I haven't
Both of
played it
you
yet.
can get out.
Yeah, but Apple, I doubt that you'll ever play it. That's the thing.
You're missing out, and I never say that really ever, but you're really missing out.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I probably
It's
won't
not
ever
the
play it.
first one.
That's like my acting inspo. That's like the level I want to get to. So bad.
Troy Baker
So good.
having an improv musical.
Troy, yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, A+.
Wait, are we talking
much
about
e-
Troy Baker? I took
pretty
off my
much
headphones.
Everyone in that, like, pretty much everyone in that cast. I mean, like, yeah, and the whole thing was so good. But yeah, Ashley Johnson, Troy Baker, best duo.
You know Troy Baker plays Actually, you won't know who he is. But this guy, he's like an orc in World of Warcraft. He's called Gul'dan, and if you hear it, you'll be like, "How the fuck
Oh
did he
yeah,
do
yeah.
that?" Like,
Because
it
I
is
looked.
absolutely amazing. Like, I had no
I
idea. No one even
'cause
had an idea that it was
I
him.
watched a really long video about like every single role he played, and yeah, pretty good. He's playing the Joker. And he's so good, and it's like exactly the same because
In what?
I don't know
Mark
how he did
Hamill,
Gul'dan.
because Mark Hamill's not playing the Joker anymore. In the Arkham games, I think. I think it's just the Arkham games, but
No, Luke Skywalker.
I can't remember. But yeah, he's not doing that anymore. And then Troy Baker did the Joker live at a convention, and it was like exactly the same. I was like, what the frick? That's like an insane amount of like talent, hard work, meshed into a handsome face. So you know, he's got everything, man. He's got everything.
Voice Gul'dan. Now that is talent.
I know.
I don't know how
Oh
those
my
people
gosh.
do it. Like, seriously, I kind of thought it was like an effect, but god damn.
Oh
Imagine
yeah,
being
it's like,
able to pull that out. It like just be like
I listened to this guy. He did a ghoul voice from from Fallout.
Yeah.
And I've heard so many people try to do it, and it just doesn't sound that great, or it sounds kind of half-half. And then there was this guy who did it like exactly the same in the game, and I was like, "What the hell, dude?" So many people would be like, "Can you voice my ghoul? Can you voice my ghoul?" Because yeah,
see-
I've listened to so many, and they
like-
suck, and it's no effect. Like you have to ruin your voice.
I'm not by like
do
any
it.
means like a voice actor. Like I like to think that I'm all okay at doing some voices, but I reckon
That's
that like
why we make you be the Japanese businessman.
no, but like I reckon if you put your mind to it, if you're like, all right, I really want to be able to do I don't know Snake's voice, then you could actually do it if you spent like every
if you
day if
practice.
you actually practiced it. I used to be all right at a Snake voice because I practiced it so damn much, but can't do it anymore. Or barely.
Yeah,
can.
I can't. I used to be able to do like an American accent really well, like specifically the southern accents, and I can't do them for shit anymore. It turns
do a
into
British
I'm
accent.
American.
I'm
Yeah,
American.
Do we want to
Yeah,
call
British.
it there because you know
Possibly.
we go for like 3.5
Moral of
hours.
the story: practice makes peas.
Okay.
I used
Practice
to
makes perfect, guys.
try to do voice acting myself in the past.
You can be you can start off as being shit, but like it's just practice and just practice.
Okay. Well, I guess that's
Yep.
JunkCast episode 19. Thanks for watching,
Yeah.
guys.
No, episode 10.
Episode
according to
1.
Alex.
Minus
This is the
3.
first episode.
Times X.
Episode
First episode.
greater than
Hope you enjoyed
10
yourself.
question mark.
Now find out what X equals. That's the question for the fortnight.
Episode N.
Are you doing that now? I'm just gonna ask the audience a question before we end. Why did you watch this?
I doubt anyone has gotten 3.5 hours into the podcast. Like, I mean, that's dedication if you have.
There's
I
always that
normally
one
watch
person.
podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That
I mean,
one
3.5-hour podcasts.
yeah, but our podcast.
One day we'll be rich and famous, and people will be watching our podcast 3 times. The
A
whole
day.
3 hours, 9 hours, the whole thing.
9 hours of the same
I
thing.
love
E-
you guys.
even-
I spend 9 hours a day watching your videos. Please don't. Please do something else productive.
I'm a professional JunkCast JunkCast listener.
Gift
I get
maker.
paid to listen to them. Yeah.
If we got to the level of
Gift
people making
makers.
gifts, that'd be awesome.
Not yet. We'll get there. We'll
Or
get
even
there.
have our own animated series.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Okay, time to hire an
Apple, get on that.
animator.
I could
Get on
actually
that.
do
Animate
that.
our shit.
You should,
Animate.
you should. God damn it! I almost said it. You should animate the City Skylines thing. That'd make
The City Skylanders thing.
Skylines is
It
Alex
happened at
is
the
a
start
mayor.
of this podcast.
Oh, I thought you meant like a video. Like,
No.
there's no City Skylanders on your goddamn channel. What are you talking about?
Skylines, not Skyliners, mate.
City Skylanders. It's a
Skyland.
mix between Skylanders and City Skyline, where you play.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Spyro.
You put
It
little
is-
people into your world. Monsters attack.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. My brain's not working.
Dark Spyro comes along and just eats everyone with his ugly, fugly face that they changed.
It's 1 o'clock in the
Why?
morning. Come on.
Why did they do that? Why did they make his face ugly? Spyro used
Huh?
to be cute.
Spyro has always been cute. What are you talking about?
Because he's gotta have movie action grit.
No.
Which game are you talking
No.
about?
Spyro, Skylanders.
He went from being like a cute, cuddly dragon to being a fugly Bruce Willis in dragon form.
Bruce Willis looking motherfucker.
Bruce Willis in dragon form.
It's not too
Yeah.
bad.
It's secretly
It's,
dead.
it's kind of badass, but by no means cute
Sometimes
at
he's dead
all.
at the end as well.
at all.
Wait, have we stopped? No, is this going
I
in?
don't know. When
Uh,
do these end?
It ends now.
Oh no.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. This has been the ClusterJunk
Okay,
podcast,
thank you.
and you can find us at all of our respective places, which are down below. Done.
Maybe. See ya.
Pornhub.
Race the motherfuckers! Bah, 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 bah.
What the fuck?
It's from that Samuel L. Jackson movie. You know, where he yells that waste
That
the
Samuel L.
motherfuckers.
Jackson movie, just that one.
You know that one.
Well, it's the only movie where he
Where
says
he's
waste
black.
the motherfuckers.
Well, no, I haven't watched